Your boy H Money, Mr. DAZN. We in the building. Let's get it. Breaking news. Shakur Stevenson versus Oscar Valdez. It's official. Both fighters signed the contract and the fight is going down, man. It's a great fight for the sport of boxing. Two undefeated champions, Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez. Unification. This is what boxing is all about. Champion versus champion. I'm excited about this matchup right here. Shakur Stevenson, one of the best young fighters in the world. Shakur Stevenson, boxing phenom, Olympic silver medalist, two-time world champion in two different weight classes. Oscar Valdez, Olympian, undefeated, two-time world champion. Man, this is great. What's good? What's good? JC, it's official. Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez, they signed the contract, bro. So for all those people that were saying Oscar Valdez was going to duck, you guys owe Oscar Valdez an apology. Because like I told you guys from the very beginning, Oscar Valdez, he's a fucking warrior. He's a dog. He's a real fighter. And Oscar Valdez, he doesn't duck anybody. He's a true champion. And Oscar Valdez, he letting the people know. He's letting everybody know what type of person he really is, man. And you got to tip your hat off to Shakur Stevenson, stepping up to the plate. Only 24 years old, and he's willing to fight the best. I mean, this is a great fight for the sport of boxing. Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez. It's official. JC, what you think about the fight, man? I'm excited about this one. Shakur Stevenson, the kid is special. He's a great boxer, great boxing IQ, great footwork. I mean, Shakur Stevenson, he's the total package. He's one of the best boxers we got right now in the fucking sport, man. Olympic silver medalist. I mean, the dude can do it all. Shakur Stevenson coming off the biggest win of his career when Shakur Stevenson dominated Jamel Herring and, took him to school. Shakur Stevenson knocked out Jamel Herring, destroyed him, and right now Shakur Stevenson, he looks unstoppable, man. But Oscar Valdez is a warrior. Oscar Valdez is one of the toughest guys. Oscar Valdez, he got a lot of heart. And Oscar Valdez, he's coming to win. And there's a lot of people out here, they believe Oscar Valdez will beat Shakur Stevenson. It's a great fight, man. Anytime you get two undefeated champions in their prime and they fight, this is what boxing is all about. I remember when, Oscar De La Hoya and Felix Trinidad, they fought each other. Shout outs to Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez making it happen. Two undefeated champions in their prime, risking everything, putting everything on the line. This is a great matchup, bro. Two of the fucking best. Shout out to my brother Slide Tendencies. What up, Slide? What's good? Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez, they just made it official. They just signed the contract, man. I think it's been about 30 minutes. 30 minutes ago, it's all over social media. So, I'm giving you guys a heads up. I'm letting you know ahead of time. They just signed the contract. I'm pretty sure you guys probably seen it already. It's on social media that, they just posted the picture. Top Rank on Instagram. Both fighters signing the contract. It's on, it's a picture of it. You got a picture of Shakur Stevenson signing the contract. You got a picture of Oscar Valdez signing the contract. Bro, this is what it's all about. Hit the fucking like button, bro. This is what boxing needs. Two undefeated champions. Unification. These guys putting everything on the fucking line, dog. This is for pound. This is for the fucking legacy. If Shakur Stevenson beats Oscar Valdez, Shakur Stevenson becomes a fucking star. Same thing with Oscar Valdez. It's if Oscar Valdez, if he beats Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez becomes a fucking star. The winner of this fight will be on a pound for pound list. The winner of this fight, will be a unified champion. Man, this is big for boxing, bro. You know what I mean? Shout outs to Top Rank making it happen. Shout outs to Bob Arum. Shout outs to Top Rank, ESPN. And I'm thinking they going to put this fight on ESPN. It's going to be for free, bro, on ESPN. You can't beat that with a baseball bat. Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez, let's go. Are you guys excited? Luis, what's good, JB? JB, Hebrew, let's go. They just signed a contract, Hebrew. This is what it's all about, Hebrew. This is how they used to do it back in the day. This is what boxing is all about. Let's make boxing great again. And Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez, man, they ready to make it happen. They ready to fight. Shout out to Big Hebrew. Man, I'm excited about this one, Hebrew. I think Shakur Stevenson is the real deal, man. I think Oscar Valdez is a warrior. And whenever you get two undefeated fighters in they fucking prime, two undefeated champions, it makes for a great fight, man. I'm excited. They just signed a contract, man. Y'all gonna see it. Everybody gonna be talking about this shit. Let's go, Taco. Big Taco. They just signed a contract. What's good? Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez. It's official. Let's go. Unification. Champion versus champion. This is what it's all about. This is for the legacy. People, they always talking this legacy shit. They always trying to discredit Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson about to fight Oscar Valdez. Shakur Stevenson, he's going for motherfucking greatness, bruh. He's fighting the fucking best. Give Shakur Stevenson his motherfucking credit. I don't want to hear shit else. Oh, Shakur Stevenson ain't fought nobody. I don't want to hear that shit no more. You got to tip your hat off to Shakur Stevenson at only 24 years old, fighting the best. You got to respect Oscar Valdez for accepting the challenge and fighting Shakur Stevenson. You got to respect it. Shout outs to Top Rank, Bob Arum, making it happen. Man, I'm excited about this one, bro. Breaking news. Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez, it's official. No more talking. They just signed the fucking contract, man. You know what I'm saying? Breaking news, bro. This is what it's all about. What's good, Big Taco? I see you. Big Taco, what's good? That's my boy. Come off mute, Taco. Taco, you can hear me? I hope that's my boy, man. I can't hear you, Taco. Come off mute. I hope you ain't on mute. But yeah, man. Let me see. It might be my shit on mute. Nah, it's you. Come off mute, Taco, when you get a chance. Or try to come back in. Let's see. Come back. There you go. There go the champion. There you go, Big Taco. My boy out
here. Yeah.
Hey, bro. Good? Taco, man, what you think about it, dog?
It's going down, bro. Like, I'm happy for Shakur Stevenson.
He deserves it, man. I'm happy for Oscar Valdez. I'm happy for boxing.
We got an echo. I don't know why we got an echo.
For real, you can hear me? I got an echo.
I got one too. Like I can hear myself.
I hear you. You don't have no echo. Let me come back in, Taco. Cook. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna come back.
Okay, you come back. Come back in. Somebody just said Shakur Stevenson getting humbled. Okay, they mad at Shakur. Shakur Stevenson getting humbled. What you mean humbled, man? He's already humbled. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shakur Stevenson is a good kid. Ain't nobody perfect, bro. You know what I'm saying? They saying Shakur Stevenson about to get humbled. What you think about that, Taco? You see this comment on screen?
He too skilled, bro. He been calling for Oscar Valdez, bro. Real shit. And they were trying to play him, bro. Like real shit. Let's keep it real, bro. It wasn't like they were trying to give him this fight, bro. Like, nigga, it took them a lot to get this fight, man. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna really say too much. The reason why I do it because I don't want to really get into that. You feel me? This is Shakur Stevenson Day.
Now
You feel
talk
me?
that shit, nigga. Talk your shit.
You know what I mean?
Let's
Really
talk
though,
about it. Let's
really
go.
though, really though, you already know how I feel. You feel me? When Bud did that shit, you feel me? That's how this fight got made. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Because my nigga been calling for this fight. They weren't trying to give him this fight, but the nigga trying to make themselves look good. But that's good though. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like they made the fight, so I'm happy about it, bro. Like real shit. Like this is good for boxing. This is good for both of their careers. Shakur Stevenson been finna come unified, finna unify the belts. You feel me? On his way to undisputed.
For sure, man. So you feel like Terrence Crawford, calling out Top Rank and Bob Arum has something to do with this fight being made?
Facts.
Your honest opinion.
Facts, bro. Facts, bro.
You're not the only person that said that, too. Matter of fact, somebody else said that same thing. But you the first person to tell me that.
Bro, you gotta remember, they were trying to give him another fight, bro. Before this, they didn't even have Shakur Stevenson in they view, bro. They didn't. They was lining up other fights, and they, even though Bob Dale was trying to force the fight, they still was trying to wiggle out the fight, bro.
They was talking about Oscar Valdez fighting what's his name, Neverente at one point, right? You know,
yeah, and some other dude that was trying to come up. You know what I'm saying? So they was trying to, and it was they was just recently still trying to get out the fight, but Bob and them shit was like, nigga, fuck that. They had to make the fight.
Man, this is a big fight right here. Regardless on how the fight was made, we happy that it's going down.
Right.
Of course, Terrence Crawford is definitely a mentor for Shakur Stevenson. He's like a big brother for Shakur Stevenson. So if Terrence Crawford, if he did do it, if he did do that to help Shakur Stevenson get this fight, man, much respect to Terrence Crawford for doing that, looking out for his little brother.
Real shit. And then you got to look at it. You got to look at it like this. Nigga, the Shakur, he already fucking with Shakur Stevenson and fucking with Bud. Look what he doing. You feel me? Davis fucking with Bud too heavy. Look what he doing. You know what I mean? Like niggas, bro.
That boy
like,
the truth, dog. You see, he be with Terrence Crawford every day. You been seeing him on Instagram. What's the name? Keyshawn Davis and Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, they fuck with each other. Like, you feel me? Like every fighter that Bud fuck with is doing good. You feel me? Or even we finna see what Amir Khan can do. Nigga,
hell yeah! Hey, my boy Lolo. Hey, Taco, you don't remember me talking about a young fighter named Lolo? My nigga from San Bernardino.
Yeah, I remember you talking about him.
Yeah, he trained with Bomac now.
Bro,
he just fought on Saturday. He won by second round knockout. My boy.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was a nasty one too.
Hell yeah! And guess what? He was coming off a loss. So that was his first fight, coming back after taking a loss. He only 18 years old, but Terrence Crawford was at the fight and Lolo did his thing. Lolo be sparring Keyshawn Davis. Lolo, he sparred Terrence Crawford and all of that. So he getting some of the best work right now, for sure.
Right. And he learned from those coaches and he learned from Bud too by watching,
hell
bro.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, sometimes you gotta see and watch greatness. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get in there, and Bud gonna get in there. He ain't gonna kill them little niggas, but he gonna give them something to work on. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And nigga, bro, that's big, bro. I even advise nigga, Devin Haney to go over there. Nigga, shit.
With Top Rank right now, that shit is kind of lit though.
Rank, but fuck with this, fucking with Bud.
Oh, well, Bud and them go out there and train with him.
You don't gotta fuck with Top Rank. Fuck with Bomac and them.
I think Devin Haney did say that, like, he wanted to spar Terrence Crawford before. He should, though, man. They got some good work down there.
They got some good work down there. You can spar Shakur Stevenson. You can spar Davis. Nigga, you can spar Bud. Nigga, man, bro, that don't do nothing but get you better, bro. Like real shit.
For sure. Hey, damn, what I was gonna tell you, man. That boy, man, Shakur Stevenson, the truth, man. But Oscar Valdez is a warrior, though, Taco. You can't count out. I think Oscar Valdez in this one, bro. I mean, I think Shakur Stevenson is going to win, of course, but Oscar Valdez he's a warrior. He's coming to win. He's not going to lay down, and that's what makes the fight so good.
But you gotta remember though, even though he fucking with Reynoso, Canelo, he can't get in there. Canelo can't get in there with him, bro. Like nigga, like bro, like Nigga, even if he didn't touch that nigga, he gonna fucking around and knock that. You feel me? Gonna hurt him. You feel me? So, but nigga, nigga go get in there with Bud, cause nigga, you feel me? It's a difference in size and everything. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like, nigga, Bud could get, nigga, he could go get some work with Bud. Nigga, Shakur Steve, he go get some work with Davis. You feel me? Nigga, like, nigga,
He might fight Keyshawn later, though. I think Keyshawn was saying something, like he want to fight Devin Haney and shit. So
I think, yeah. But so what though? Like, you feel me? And if I was Shakur Stevenson, nigga, I'll try to see if I could get Tank, nigga, to spar some, get some. He got some work in with Tank before.
Yeah, he did when Tank fought against Pedraza for his first belt.
With Tank, you feel me? Because Tank got some movement too, a little bit. You feel me?
Hell
Like, nigga,
yeah.
Shakur Stevenson got action and go fuck with niggas, bro. That you get him ready. So
nigga, Shakur Stevenson sparred everybody from Keyshawn Davis, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis, and Lomachenko. He sparred everybody, dog.
And if you look at that Cruz fight, and if you're looking at Davis and that Cruz, he almost was moving just like how Valdez was be moving, nigga. Like, but crisper, nigga. Like, so, man, like,
so what type of fight you think this gonna be between Oscar Valdez and Shakur Stevenson?
Man, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna tell y'all like this. He gonna make this shit look easy, bro. He gonna make this shit look easy, bro. Real shit. And I don't even think man. I probably get that, man. He might sneak up and get like a round or two, maybe three. But other than that, bro, I don't see Shakur Stevenson losing too many rounds, bro. He the best defensive fighter in the game right now.
What you thought about Shakur Stevenson his last fight with
bro,
Jamel
dominating, bro. Like, you feel me? Dominating performance, bro. Like, bro, he got the stoppage.
Hell yeah, knockout.
And
everybody was saying he was a boring fighter. You remember
where was the flaws at? If somebody can tell me
there was no flaws in his game right there.
They seen in his game that day, please come and explain to me. You feel me? What flaw you seen in that man game? When the last time we seen Valdez, did we see any flaws, H?
Yeah, we did in his fight against Conseco. I actually thought he lost that fight. But what about the fight before that, though? You know, when he looked good against Miguel Burchell when he knocked him out.
Man, come on, bro, that robot ass nigga, bro. You can't compare him to Shakur Stevenson. That's apples and oranges right there.
For real. Hey, Taco, bro, you can hear me?
Bro, that nigga was a robot, bro. That nigga was just throwing punches, bro. Wow, bro, like on some T.O. shit, but he was a little bit probably healthier. Like, he was just like, nigga, I'm just throwing them, bro. Like, nigga, I don't care, bro. I ain't worried about the angles. I ain't worried about them coming back. I'm just chin down, throw punches, bro. Come on.
Yeah, Shakur, man, in that fight against Jamel Herring, man, that boy looked special in that one. Even all of his haters, all of his haters gave him his credit after that fight. Remember the fight before that Jamel Herring fight? Everybody was saying he was boring. Timothy Bradley was calling him out.
Fight. I mean,
and he won every round. He won every round in that fight. I don't even think Shakur Stevenson ever lost a round in boxing, to be honest with you. I've never seen him lose a round before.
I'm telling you, H.
That nigga's good.
They make this shit look easy. I'm sorry, bro. I ain't saying nothing against it. This is no slight on Valdez, bro. It's just Shakur Stevenson. It's levels to this shit, bro. And he finna show y'all, bro. And you motherfuckers finna be mad, but don't be too mad. It's just okay, bro. It's, you feel me? You know what I mean? He's just better than a man, bro. He on a higher level. And you can't be mad at that. Valdez he can still be a good fighter or a great fighter in your eyes, but but Shakur Stevenson is great.
Yo, shout out to my brother Slide Tendencies with the super chat. He said Shakur gonna give him a boxing lesson. H, dang. Okay, that's another one for Shakur Stevenson, man. I'm thinking most people are picking Shakur Stevenson. Got, the Oscar Valdez, his fans. They think Oscar Valdez is gonna beat Shakur. They said Shakur ain't never been in the ring with somebody like Oscar.
That's what we need, bro. And should nobody be disrespecting them when they say something and they say that and they say that Valdez is gonna beat Shakur Stevenson ass. Like, like niggas should not be going back and forth and then calling niggas bitches and hoes and all that shit, bro. Like, nigga, like, bro, I think nigga Shakur Stevenson gonna beat Valdez ass, nigga. You know what I mean? So it's just, nigga, like, bro, needs to keep it professional, bro. Keep it solid. They don't gotta go into no race. They don't gotta go into no extra. And you just think your fighter gonna win. But I'm telling you, it's a wrap, bro. Shakur Stevenson's gonna win that.
So you think he pretty much gonna win easy? Slide
Easy,
tendencies, easy work.
easy work, bruh. He finna easy work this nigga, bro. I'm sorry, bro. He is just. I don't think Valdez got anything for Shakur Stevenson, bro. Just period.
Do you think Oscar Valdez could do anything to make it a tough fight with Shakur Stevenson? You know, I mean, what does he have to do to beat Shakur Stevenson in your eyes? Is it anything he can do?
Bro, he gotta touch him.
Okay, he gotta touch him.
Is he gonna be able to hit him? We gonna have to see.
He gotta touch him. You feel like he gotta put the pressure on Shakur. Do you feel like Oscar Valdez, his experience will play a factor in this fight? That that he got more fights than Shakur, that he's older than Shakur. Shakur only 24 years old. Do you think that will be a factor?
Nope.
What about the power of Oscar Valdez? Do you think he got the power to knock out Shakur Stevenson?
He probably do have the power to knock out Shakur Stevenson, but is he gonna hit him with the power? That's the thing, man. That's what people gotta realize, bro, about what's gonna happen, bro. He's going against the best defensive fighter in fucking boxing, bro.
Do you think Oscar Valdez, his only chance is by knocking out Shakur Stevenson? That's the only chance he got in this fight?
That is his only chance.
You don't see him winning by points at all?
That's why he gonna get stopped.
Do you see Valdez winning by points?
No. He gonna have to win in a slug fight, and that's why he's gonna get stopped. Plain and simple.
When you say touch him, do you feel like he got to touch him everywhere? Like touch him to the body with the body shots? Go upstairs with the hooks. What all he got to do? Do we got to be dirty in there?
He gotta commit to the body, H.
Is it like like Jose Luis Castillo did Floyd Mayweather, something like that?
The one thing you could check back and you go, all right, this is the one thing when I look at that fight at Jamel Herring, people was Jamel Herring had a good game plan. I don't think he just had the power and the speed to perfect the game plan. Actually, if I was him, I would actually go to look at that game plan and go look at that fight. He was landing to the body a lot on Shakur Stevenson, and he was trying to wear him down with his movement, and that was a smart move. But then the other punches couldn't land. He couldn't land a hook. He couldn't land a jab to the face. He couldn't land a uppercut. He couldn't land a hook. He couldn't land a straight right. He couldn't hit him up top. So with the body punching, you gotta be able to mix it up and hit up top, because if you can't hit him up top, there, you know what I mean. He could be able to guard against them body punch. You know what I mean, like he was against Herring. And so he made the adjustments to guard to the body, but he left his face out there. But Jamel Herring wasn't quick enough to fucking hit him because he's great defensively. He got a great eye coordination. Like he can read your shoulders and shit and know what you throwing, bro. Like real shit.
He's smart, bro. Shakur is so smart, man. For real.
Bro, you talking about with a nigga down there like Roy Jones reflexes, bro. On the top with like Floyd Mayweather slickness and speed and shit and savviness, bro. Like, bro, that's who he remind me of, bro. Really, a mixture between Floyd Mayweather and Roy Jones, bro.
What about Pernell Whitaker? Shakur Stevenson being a southpaw
too, though. He was great in his times, but man, the way he ended off, it was like, man, was he a great defensive fighter?
He was. Man, they said Pernell had better defense than Floyd. A lot of people felt like that.
I think I heard one of the OGs say, I think he was getting his sparring and some shit. In sparring, he was going sparring, doing a lot of sparring and some shit. I don't know, bro, if that was true. I think some shit that said that. I don't know. But man,
Yeah, they did. Floyd Mayweather sparred. He sparred Pernell Whitaker, but Pernell Whitaker was an Olympic gold medalist. Shakur Stevenson, he was a silver medalist. Both southpaw
I
around the
think he
same
got
height.
cheated in that fight though. H, you know he got cheated in that Olympic fight. He should have
Oh
won
no,
that shit.
Pernell. Oh yeah. Well,
Secure
you
Stevenson.
thought Shakur got cheated in that fight? You thought he won?
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, it was
Just
a
like
good
Floyd
fight.
got played, bro. All them niggas get played down there,
Yeah.
bro. And that shit.
Holyfield, Roy Jones Jr., a lot of guys, man. You know,
Like you
hey
didn't gotta
Taco.
dominate to like even with Floyd, nigga, he dominated that shit, bro. They still gave him the loss. Nigga, dude thought he lost.
Yeah, they robbed Floyd Mayweather bad, bro. That shit was crazy, man. Hey, shout out to my boy in the comment section. He says Valdez has the power. We're gonna see Bambi legs on Shakur. What's your
For
response to
sure.
that?
For sure. Okay. Hey, bro, I commend you, bro. Keep it coming. Did he say it in the super chat? Did he do the super chat or he just said it?
Nah, he just sent the comment. He talking
Nah, man.
shit. So
Next time,
I
bro,
told
send it. I
you.
ain't gonna even respond, bro. You gotta send a super chat, bro.
I
You
told you,
gotta send
Taco. They rocking out with Valdez, man. And Taco, are you?
Nah. If you want to talk some shit, bro, you gotta send my nigga a super chat, bro. Like, nigga, I ain't gonna talk no shit to you, nigga. I don't hear you. Deaf ears, nigga.
hey, hey, Taco. What you think about Oscar Valdez testing positive for a banned substance in his last fight? Do you have any concerns about the drug testing in this
Man,
fight?
it is not gonna matter, bro. It don't matter if that nigga could take the AGH, the nigga, whatever he want, bro. Coming there with some Mark McGuire shit, bro. That nigga ain't finna fuck with this nigga, bro. It's nothing that nigga could do, bro.
What do you
Nothing
feel
that he
like
can
the
do,
fight
eh?
will be on an even playing field, Taco?
No, it's still this bro. This is not even a good matchup for him. That's why he was dodging him for so long. It's a wrap, bro. Like I said, he gonna have to commit to a lot of shit. When you commit to the body, you commit to being opened up, and that's what I'm saying. That's why, you know, you got to be able to hit the man up top, bro. And I don't see him being able to. He gonna probably hit him a couple of times, but I don't think he gonna hit him with nothing that can knock him out. Because when what he do is Shakur Stevenson, when you throw a hook at him or something, he go where he's not landing. Like he's smooth to get out of that shit and quick. So when he see you throwing that shit, he gonna come with something. He gonna come back with his shit. He ducking and shooting. You feel me?
Yeah.
Or
So
dipping back and shoot. Like that's what he do. Cause you commit to a hook, it's gonna be hard for you to come up with your right hand. So he ducking it, coming up top, coming to the bottom. You feel me? Moving, and he got good feet work, man. It's a wrap, bro. And he way faster than fucking Valdez.
absolutely.
Way faster. Come on.
Hey,
Valdez has
Taco.
been down. Valdez has been down before.
Hey, Taco. So, man, that's a great breakdown right there. I like how you broke that down for me, because if Oscar Valdez come out there, be very aggressive, right? He will leave himself open, for counter shots. Now, we've seen Oscar Valdez in the past, get dropped. He got dropped by Adam Lopez. We've seen Oscar Valdez get hurt plenty of times. We've seen Oscar Valdez get his jaw broken by Scott Quigg. But Oscar Valdez always get back up. Do you feel like Shakur Stevenson could possibly stop him if Oscar Valdez come in there all wild and shit?
That's what's gonna happen, H.
You think Shakur will fuck him up, and
He gonna fuck him up. He gonna stop him because
if he come in reckless like that, you gonna leave yourself open.
He's not gonna have no choice but to H. Like he gonna have to, because what can Shakur walk him down, or he could fight off the back foot, or he could fight in the inside, and he could fight on the outside. Like, bro, it's nothing that this man can't do, bro. The only thing he don't do in there is switch like Terrence Crawford, bro. That's the only thing, bro. He don't do, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think he probably learned that shit too. Bro, this shit crazy, bro. This kid is special, bro. Y'all don't understand, but I feel y'all Valdez fans. You feel me? If y'all feel like he gonna be
Yeah,
able
they
to keep
fucking
them.
with Oscar
Keep your,
Valdez.
hey,
You got
keep y'all
people putting
hopes up.
money on him.
Keep y'all, yep. Keep y'all hopes up. Yep, it's gonna be a close fight. Valdez gonna be able to knock him out. Keep betting on him.
Man, like I said, if Oscar Valdez come out there, he's really aggressive, like people are saying he gonna be. Man, you got to watch out for Shakur Stevenson and Shakur Stevenson punching power. Shakur Stevenson and his offense. Shakur Stevenson ain't just gonna be running in there. Shakur Stevenson gonna stand in there and fight with him. You know what I mean? Yeah.
He gonna hold his ground. Shakur Stevenson is one of the best fighters that can hold their ground and stand there in the pocket and don't get hit and swim with not getting wet and countering. Great counter puncher, bro. I think he's probably an underrated counter puncher in my eyes. I think people don't give him enough respect for it, H.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you feel like Shakur Stevenson can possibly have a Floyd Mayweather, Arturo Gatti type of performance? Do you think it could be something like that?
Oh, hell yeah. That's exactly that. Because, like I said, that is not all that on par like that. Like, people give Valdez too much credit with his defense. He don't have no defense like that. People was questioning with his defense against Valdez. Valdez wasn't just smart enough to fucking. He had no feet work, bro. It was stiff, but like, come on, bro.
For sure. Shout out to Peter.
That went to duck his head. He didn't have head movement. And he didn't stay right there in the straight line, bro. I got out of there earlier.
For sure. Shout out to my boy Peter. He said after watching the Conseco fight, I don't give Oscar much of a chance. Then we got my boy JB Jason Brown. He says what he say? He said, nah, it's gonna be Mayweather versus a Baltimore. Floyd Mayweather, Carlos Baltimore type of performance. That fight went 12 rounds, and Floyd Mayweather gave him a boxing lesson.
You know what I think? It ain't. It's gonna be a Floyd and Canelo. That's what it's gonna be like. That's exactly what it's gonna be like. And y'all know how that was. The real people, the real fans know how that shit was.
Oh yeah, Floyd took him to school. Floyd Mayweather took him to school.
They still try to give it to Canelo.
That's crazy.
They didn't want to get that nigga a loss, but that nigga didn't win a round.
Yeah, that shit is crazy right there, Taco.
Tell me Canelo won a round and fucking in the Floyd fight, we gotta watch that. You gotta send $100 super chat to fucking watch the fight so we can show you, so you can show us where the fuck you see him winning around that. I want us to all sit down. You send my nigga H $100. We're gonna all sit down and then we're gonna watch the Floyd and Canelo fight. And we're gonna want you to tell us what round where you think that Canelo won.
Yeah, Floyd took him to school right there, man. It was easy work for Floyd Mayweather, but that fight definitely, it made Canelo a better fighter. Canelo, he learned a lot from that ass whooping. He learned a lot, my nigga. You can learn a lot.
Bro, I think it's the same fight that nigga. But the only thing that I would say that if Floyd was to come out of retirement is the body punching. I think Canelo throw a little bit more body punches. But bro, that nigga do the same shit. I don't see him faster or anything like that. I think Canelo is just better than everybody else, bro. Really, to me. I mean, but he's a great fighter. I ain't gonna take nothing from me, but he just better than everybody else. H. Let's just keep it real. Like how he looked the same in a eggplant fight. Come on,
let's
bro.
see what
like if Floyd could have got up there and fought eggplant, bro. Come on, bro.
It's a different level.
Bro, it's like levels, bro. People be and it's not nothing against it's just be levels to shit, bro. Like Canelo was the man, bro. Ain't nobody there that could challenge him. Cause you know why? 2H ain't nobody updating their resume. Ain't nobody, none of them other niggas is doing what they need to do to fucking actually challenge this nigga. Going up against hard fights. going up against taking 50-50 fights, you feel me? And build your shit up. You Charlo, you move up and go fight Benavidez, you get fucking credit. You move up, your stock move up. You get up and you go up, and then you go up there and fight Eggplant. Your stock move up. You know what I'm saying? Now you nigga, now you fought somebody who Canelo didn't want to fight, and you fought his leftovers and fucking dominated him and knocked him out. Now you're doing something.
Hell yeah, man.
You
Hey,
got to bet on yourself.
I think we got what you say, Taco?
They don't bet on themselves, bro. They just hoping and wishing on a little star. Like, come on, bro. Like, you gonna have to bet on yourself, bro. Like, at some point in time, you're gonna have to think that none of these niggas can fuck with you. And it don't even matter who it is. And you gotta go out there and take that chance, bro.
Hey, Taco, man, look at this comment, man. This dude is a troll, man. The trolls are coming through, man. They hating on Shakur Stevenson. He said Shakur looked good beating up little dudes. Valdez is proven. So Jamel Herring is a little dude. Jamel Herring, who's 5'11", was much bigger than Shakur Stevenson. Remember, Shakur Stevenson, he started off at 126. Now he at 130. He moved up and he's fighting bigger guys than him.
Hey, don't even waste your breath, bro. Did he send a super chat or he just said that in the comment?
He said, nah, I just wanted to roast him real quick because he capping and lying.
Hey, just tell him this. How did Valdez look in his last fight? That's all you got to say.
You know, that Conseco fight.
Don't even waste too much of your breath, bro. Just ask him, how did Valdez look in his last fight? And then send me like at least $2 and then we going to respond. You know what I'm saying? Like, you send a $2 super chat and then we going to respond. Other than that, nigga, shut up.
Hell yeah. Hey, Taco, man, it's gonna be a great match, dog. I really can't wait for the shit, man. I want to get your thoughts on this Kambosos shit real quick. You know, shit, have you heard about the Devin Haney Kambosos situation? How people are saying that DAZN is not interested in making that fight. Did we talk about that already? We might have talked about it yesterday.
I was telling y'all, yeah, and you remember we kind of talked about it. I don't know if we kind of agreed or not. I was just telling you, like, because of Devin Haney's his money he made, and then now that they gotta pay another fighter more money, like, I can see why it's like they'll say, like, man, we ain't really interested into making that fight, especially if it's going over the amount, you feel what I mean, that they want to pursue, because I mean that's not a great business deal. If you got to pay two fighters top ass dollar, I could pay one fighter top dollar and one person that's a little something that's taking off the guarantee, and the promoter gonna probably do a rest. You know what I mean? So that, as a business move, I would say that's feasible. You feel me? And then at the same time, I would say they pulling the card, they pulling the move, like they like, nigga, y'all gonna have to settle on the price tag that we get, or if we not going to fight. Bro, I mean, it's business, bro. I can get with that. I can understand for it, and we've got to understand that shit too, because this shit is business. Now, y'all need to have a business mind, bro. Going into this, I mean, I got a business mind, and I understand, you feel me, why they do why they doing that shit, and that's smart. I wouldn't want to pay Devin. Say for example, if I'm already dishing out $8 million for the fight, it's $8 million for the fight. Devin Haney won't 4, and Kambosos won't 5 or 6, and can't be and there's but. It's like, I'm not going over my $8 million. I said started all $8 million. I ain't going over 8. I ain't going to 9. I ain't going to 10. No. So them two is battling off of who makes more off a fight, off a number. You know what I mean? If I'm Devin Haney, I gotta go travel to this whole other country for a whole month. Nigga, I probably have to send myself food and shit. Now I gotta pay for my whole team. I gotta pay for hotel fees and shit. Now, granted, I understand you was out there and you had to do the same shit, but nigga, that don't mean nothing just because you had to do it, bro. Like, nigga, like, you feel me? I'm gonna have to pay sanctioning fees just like you do. Nigga, like, man, I ain't gonna be able to do it. Like, so I can understand him in that sense.
For sure. Shout out to my boy Sly Tendencies. He said Cambosis is running scared. Yeah, man.
I don't think it's running scared.
Hey,
He ain't, man. If y'all know Cambosis, bro, if y'all see how he showed hard in that fight, you would see that he ain't running scared. And then how he did his media tour, nigga, going to each fight, you must say that he's scared. I don't think that he's scared, bro. And I really think it's his promoter, bro. I really think it's his promoter trying to cash out and trying to find the best deal and get the most money. I really think it's the promoter, bro. That's what you got to realize, because the promoters are the ones that got these fighters locked up into these crazy ass deals. So it could be nigga Cambosis hands this time.
for sure. So Sly feels like Cambosis is scared that he don't want no smoke with Devin Haney. I think
It could be his promoter. Ace, I'm telling you, bro. It's that
a lot
nigga,
of
bro.
people want to see Devin Haney get that fight, man. They want to see Devin Haney get that
Of
that
course.
opportunity.
And his promoter, like, nigga, you gonna have to pay us, nigga, exit amount of dollars. Cause nigga, I want to get paid. He ain't even tripping off Cambosis, bro. The nigga tripping off him. He like, nigga, I'm trying to get, nigga, this is my fighter, nigga. He like, nigga, he struck gold, bro. That nigga trying to get as much loot as he can, man. But like we say, what's gonna
You
happen
right
in
about
this?
that, Taco. He struck gold with Cambosis, man. Cambosis really that dude, and he got Australia supporting him, the whole country.
That nigga, bro, his promoter, like, this nigga, bro, is like he got a gold nugget, nigga. So he just, nigga, he like, nigga, trying to, nigga, he doing hella much, bro. Like, he got hella fighters. Like, nigga, this is his only fight he can make his most money that he can. So he fucked up because nigga, Bobby don't play for it. It's the master of this shit, bro. Like, he gonna make Lomachenko the fucking mandatory. That they taking her alone and start to fight.
Yo, shout out to my boy Toughest G. Shout out to Toby Bartlett in the comment section. It's official. Both fighters signed the contract. Shakur Stevenson versus Oscar Valdez. It's official, man. So I'm excited, man. We got a big fight coming up, bro. That shit gonna be major, Taco. The winner of that fight, I think, gonna be a star. It's gonna be a star, man. So, and pound for pound, the winner of that fight should be on the pound for pound list. Right now, Shakur Stevenson. What'd you say, Taco? You was kind of I barely hear you. What'd you say? You good? I know you good. What you say?
All day, bro. He gonna win that shit. The pound for pound, bro. He should be already on there.
Hell yeah, man. Man, Shakur Stevenson.
He's his skill set, bro. Like, come on, bro. What we don't have, bro?
Bro, Shakur Stevenson, bro. He in a great position right now, Taco. Like, if he beat Oscar Valdez,
get knocked out.
Nigga, imagine if he knocks out Oscar Valdez too. If he just really just beat his ass and everybody see it, it'll be on ESPN. They gonna say he the next Mayweather, dog. That's how they gonna build him up. Now, Shakur Stevenson, bro, he only got about 17 fights, like 16 fights to do all of this in only 17 fights. Be a 2-division champion, be a unified champion, bro. That's a great way to start your career off. Shakur Stevenson, he's on the right path, Taco. He might be a future number one pound for pound. He might be.
Yeah. Okay. On top rank. And then that's not with top rank. With a co-promotion deal with fucking Jay Prince and shit. It's fucking helping him because nigga Jay Prince is keeping it's making sure that shit is running. But then you know what I mean? That's what helped him. That's why I'm like, damn, nigga, shit, y'all. Nigga, I know Bill, you know what I mean? I know he ain't gonna accept no stupid ass deal, but nigga, so then go over there, nigga, and sign a 3-fight deal with and put years in that shit too. Like you got nigga 2 years, nigga, to give me these 3 fights, nigga. Like you feel me? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And if I can't get those fights within 2 years, nigga, I go free. You feel me? You know what I mean? And then with your promotion deal and shit, Bob Arum already came out and said he wouldn't mind doing a promotion deal, but he probably ain't gonna be making them the guaranteed dollars he was making. You feel me with the zone, but he made his money, bro. Like you feel me? Now if you want the legacy, you're gonna have to sacrifice a little bit for the legacy.
Yeah,
And you
absolutely,
still
man.
young, you feel me? So you still got time. You made a lot of money, like nigga. So now it's like, nigga, let's go for the legacy now, nigga. Like you feel me?
See, this the fight that he needs. This is the fight
Right.
that Shakur Stevenson needed
So
to take
so
him to the next level. And
so
Top
bro,
Rank,
like
they made it
so
happen.
let me break it down to this like this, H. I'm gonna tell you the real nigga. You like nigga, okay. If nigga, they only got 8 million to make this fight. All right, nigga, I'm gonna take 3 then. I'm gonna take 2. Fuck it. I'm gonna take 2 because I got bread. I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna take this 2 million plus nigga whatever on the back end. You feel me? We're gonna negotiate and all that other shit. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'll take the 2.5 million or whatever. You feel me? And then I'm gonna take 50-50 on the back end. Boom. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That's how they get the shit done. Like, and they say, fuck it, bro. I'm gonna spend that money because you know what? I already done made money in my career. Yeah, I got enough. You feel me? I got millions. I got businesses. I got shit. You feel me? So, nigga, I'm a nigga sacrifice, nigga, a couple of little million just to become undisputed, bro. Like, shit, fuck it, do that shit. That's what he should do. Just take the less, bro, and just come undisputed. Like, fuck it, you got the money.
Oh, you mean for Devin Haney?
Yeah. I mean, now I understand that now I understand you feel me. You asking him to take a little bit less, but nigga, that's what it takes sometimes to be great. You gotta sacrifice a little some extra sometimes. You feel me? It's unfair. Is it right? No, it's not right. You feel me? But life ain't right neither. Life ain't fair. Like you feel me? So, nigga, fuck it. Nigga, go and take a sacrifice, bite the bullet, and nigga, and go and be great, bro, and go undisputed and move up. Bro, we gonna do that shit in Australia, bro. Come on, bro. Ain't nobody really doing that shit no more like that. Like the last fighter, Lomachenko or some shit, like nigga shit. Only nigga last, I think one of the last people, huh? Other than that, everybody fighting in the States.
Yeah, man. Hey, Taco, that's a big fight for Devin Haney's career. See, Shakur Stevenson, they gave him the fight that he needs. He needed
Yep.
that Oscar Valdez fight. Devin Haney needs that Cambosis fight,
Yep.
but they got to make it happen. Shit, Top Rank, they made it happen for Shakur Stevenson, and hopefully, the zone can make it happen for Devin Haney, bro.
Yep.
Because this is
And
how you
the
make
fight
your fighter a star. This is how
because
you make Shakur Stevenson a star, bro. They put him in
Haney needs to hurry
position.
up and lock it in. H, you need to hurry up because I'm telling you, Lomachenko become the mandatory, and then once he become the mandatory, that fight is not going to make the money that it was because it's a mandatory fight now. So the Cambosis they ain't going to even make the money they were set to make. Now that fight is going to be a set of an $8 million fight. Now you're going down to a $5 million fight.
Yeah, I know one thing, man. I know Devin Haney really want that fight bad, man. So, shit, I know that's all he just want to fight, man. At the end of the day, hopefully they can make it happen for him. All this other shit about the zone saying, the zone they want the fight for Ryan Garcia, but they don't want the fight for Devin Haney. I think that's some bullshit, man. I want to hear. I want to see if Bill Haney going to respond. Bill Haney should respond to this shit. You got these reports out here saying that the zone is not looking for that fight. The zone is not trying to invest that type of money in Devin Haney, but the zone they willing to pay Canelo Alvarez $45 million to fight Triple G. A washed up Triple G. Y'all willing to do that for Canelo? What about Devin Haney? You know what I'm saying? When y'all gonna make it happen for Devin Haney? If y'all willing to pay Canelo all of that money, shit, give Cambosis some of that money and make Devin Haney a fucking star. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. Dang, I can't hear you, Taco. I see your thing moving. Come off mute. Can't hear my boy Taco. Come back in, Taco. But yeah, they signed the contract. I saw your comment, J Cappy. You said, did Shakur Chicken sign the contract? You damn right he signed the contract. Oscar Valdez, he signed the contract too. Both of them signed the contract, dog. So ain't nobody no fucking chicken. They gonna fight, and give both fighters their credit. You know what up, Taco? Damn, I can't hear my boy Taco all of a sudden. I see your junk. That might be my shit. Let me see. Let me come back in, Taco. Let me see. I'm gonna turn it on the TV. I don't hear you, Taco. I don't know what's up with this shit. Yo, Taco, what it do? Come off mute. I see your joint moving. I don't hear you though. I don't know if you don't. Nah, it's some other shit. I gotta go back to the StreamYard. We gotta go back to StreamYard. Shout out to Big Taco K. Shit, it's official. Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez in April. It's gonna be a great matchup. Taco. Yeah, there you go. You in there. I hear you now.
All right. See, yeah, it's an exception.
Taco.
It's an exception with that shit. That's why I say Devin Haney, he should just take the let's take the less for this one, bro.
Take a pay cut, you feel like. Take a pay cut for this fight. But this is biggest fight, shit. You know what I mean?
Man, take a
for
little
the
less.
Undisputed.
Sometimes you gotta take it. Sometimes you gotta do it though, H.
I don't know if it's the money, Taco. Like, you know what I mean? Devin, shit.
That's what they say. That's what they saying.
What they saying? Devin Haney outpricing himself?
They saying he outpricing himself. So, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's a split, Devin Haney should just say, "Fuck it, nigga. If it's a split, I'll take less."
Yeah, I mean, shit. You gotta do what you gotta do at this point to get the fight. But man, shit, he ain't gonna fight nobody for free though. Especially when you fight in fucking Cambosis. You know what I mean?
Right.
Shit, nigga. Especially a fight of that magnitude, bro. Like, come on now, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's a big fight. Like,
right.
And then he going all the way to Australia. He got to do all of that. Yeah, just, you know what I'm saying? Give him what he deserves. But you know what I'm saying? You can't just lowball him, though. You can't lowball the kid, like, all the way. Fuck that. Give him what he deserves. You feel me? Like, I don't know how much he asking for. We don't know. But if Devin Haney got to take less to get Cambosis in that ring, fuck it. Take less then. Do what you got to do, man. Devin Haney getting paid a lot of money. He used to getting paid a lot of money no matter who he fight. She got $3 million to fight Gamboa. He got damn near $4 million to fight Linares. So Devin Haney expecting a lot because he already get paid a lot no matter who he fight. And then you fight in Cambosis, which is one of the biggest fights in, one of the biggest fights in boxing. He felt like he got to get paid for that. But, if it's the money, shit, take less just to get him in the ring. Chase the dream. Don't chase the money. Chase the dream and the money will come. For real.
Right.
But, man, it is what it is, man. I know Devin Haney really want that fight. I don't hear Devin Haney doing interviews crying about money or saying, oh, you got to give me this, you got to give me that. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Devin Haney just want to fight. So, hopefully he could get the fight. If not, you got to keep it moving. Shout out to my boy, the Fans Corner, Liz Lowe. What's good, Liz Lowe? Lolo, he just fought Saturday in Nebraska. And Bo Mack is his trainer, man. Lolo got the second round knockout. Terrence Crawford was at his fight. Bernie, Coach Red, all of them, man. Shout out to Terrence Crawford and his team, man, showing love to Lolo. And yeah, Lolo did his thing, man. So Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez, it's official, man. They finally signed the contracts. Ain't nobody ducking. Let's give these guys their credit, man. They deserve it. Shakur Stevenson, man, I look at Shakur Stevenson, like he's the next Pernell Whitaker, man. Southpaw, slick, great defense, great boxing IQ. The dude, he can do it all. Shakur Stevenson, he's one of the best young fighters in boxing, you know. And Oscar Valdez, undefeated champion. Champion versus champion. Unification. You know, this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about right here. Let's go. JB, what it is. What it is, man. Shakur Stevenson, the real deal. Shakur Stevenson, he's been learning from the best. Terrence Crawford, man. You know, Shakur Stevenson, he ready. He ready right now. He look hungry.
Ready. That boy finna dominate too. That boy about to dominate.
Hell yeah. I'm looking forward to this one. So it's official. Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez in April. The contract has been signed. Both fighters have signed the contract, and it's going down, man. This shit gonna be epic. I can't wait for this one. I got Shakur Stevenson, by the way. You know, Shakur Stevenson, one of the best boxers.
By stoppage.
Man, if he do that, if he knock out an undefeated champion like Oscar Valdez in a unification, it's going to make Shakur Stevenson a star, man. You know what I mean? It's going to make him a star. And that's how you do it, by fighting the best. That's how you become a star, by, you know, knocking out, you know, somebody like Oscar Valdez. That's how you do it. You know, so, man, I'm excited, man. Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez in April. Shout out to my brother, Big Taco, man. Taco, I just wanted to tap in real quick on this one. You know, just let the people know the breaking news, my brother. Yeah, for sure, man. And I'm going to see you tonight. We're going to do this shit again.
For sure. For sure, bro. You have a good one, bro.
For sure, my brother Taco, man. Much love, Big Taco, man.
Let's show my
straight
man
out of
respect,
Oakland.
Man.
West Side. West Oakland, stand up, man. Big Taco. You already know. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez. It's official. Let's go. Hit the like button. Both fighters have signed the contracts. Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez in April. Let's go. Champion versus champion. What's good, my boy? The fight doctor. What's good? My boy. He's on Rick James status as always. The Duck Devin Haney train continues. He said the Duck Devin Haney train counties down the line. He said counts down the line. Kambosos ducking. You feel like Kambosos is ducking? Or you feel like Kambosos is a duck? I don't know if he's a duck. You know, a lot of people feel like he's ducking right now, though. You know, my boy Sly Tendencies. He said that he felt like Kambosos is ducking. You got the fight doctor saying Kambosos is ducking Devin Haney. I mean, that's what it looked like, don't it? But he talking about fighting Ryan Garcia. What they say, the fight doctor, if it look like a duck, if it sound like a duck, then it's a duck. But, you know, I'm not going to throw him under the bus right now because we still don't know what he's going to do. But if you feel like he's ducking, that's your opinion, and I respect it. I know you got a lot of boxing knowledge. You know, Devin Haney's a tough fight, man. You know, but the thing is this. Let me say this before we wrap it up. There's a lot of reports coming out, and people are saying that DAZN, the network, they're not interested in the Kambosos Devin Haney fight. That's what they're saying. DAZN, they don't want that fight. That's what the people are saying. We got reports from Dan Raphael. Dan Raphael, you know, a longtime reporter, been covering the sports for over 30 years. Dan Raphael said it. He said that DAZN, they're not interested in the Devin Haney Kambosos fight. But DAZN, they're interested in George Kambosos versus Ryan Garcia. DAZN, they want to see George Kambosos fight Ryan Garcia. That's the fight DAZN want. They want Kambosos to fight Ryan Garcia, according to the reports. But I want to hear from Devin Haney. I got to hear from Bill Haney what they got to say about that. Is it true? Bill Haney, is it true that DAZN is not interested in the fight and they pushing for Ryan Garcia to fight Kambosos? But if, you know what I mean, I don't get it, man. Really, at this point, I don't get it, man. I'm confused by this shit. All right, Peter says Kambosos ain't ducking. All right, see, some people feel like Kambosos is not ducking. He said it's the promoter. Kambosos ain't ducking. He said it's the business. It's the fight business. So a lot of people feel like Kambosos is not ducking. Shout out to my boy Toughest G. What up, Toughest? What's good? What's good? Ryan Garcia is overrated. Man, some people feel like Ryan Garcia can beat Kambosos. A lot of people feel like Ryan Garcia is going to beat Kambosos. So, man, I don't know. If Ryan Garcia fights Kambosos, I'm going with Kambosos. I got Kambosos in that fight. Coco the Don, what's good? What's good? East Oakland in the building, man. I just had my brother Taco on the panel. Shout outs to Taco K representing West Oakland. We got Coco the Don representing that east side of Oakland. You know, and breaking news, Coco the Don, Shakur Stevenson, and Oscar Valdez officially signed contracts. The fight is official. It's going to happen in April. They just signed the contract, so ain't nobody ducking. Oscar Valdez, he's a warrior. Oscar Valdez, he's not ducking Shakur Stevenson. So for everybody that was saying Oscar Valdez is ducking Shakur Stevenson, you owe Oscar Valdez an apology. Oscar Valdez is a fucking warrior, and he doesn't duck anybody, bro. You know what I mean? So much respect for Oscar Valdez for accepting this fight with Shakur Stevenson and giving the fans what we want, man. It's going to be a great fight. Shout out to Shakur Stevenson for challenging himself, you know, and calling out Oscar Valdez, because Shakur Stevenson, he's only 24 years old. He's only 24, and there's a lot of fighters out here, you know, they're not trying to fight. A lot of fighters, they don't want to fight the best. This is a legacy fight. Champion versus champion. Unification. Two undefeated champions in their fucking prime fighting. The best fighting the best. This is what it's all about. You know, I got to tip my hat off to Top Rank, Bob Arum, making this fight happen. You know, I'm excited about this one. Shakur Stevenson, one of the best boxers in the fucking world. Shakur Stevenson, he's a phenom. Oscar Valdez, a fucking warrior. This is what it's all about. Oscar Valdez, he got the heart of a champion. Oscar Valdez, he's not coming to lay down, bro. Oscar Valdez is a tough fighter. He got a lot of heart. Shakur Stevenson is a great boxer with tremendous skills. It's a great matchup. I'm excited. It's going to be on ESPN. Hit the motherfucking like button. You know what I'm saying? The fight going to be for free. ESPN. It's going to be a great matchup, man. I'm excited, and I can't wait. I can't wait, man. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, man. I'm going to holla at y'all later. H Money, Mr. Supreme. Shout out to my brother Taco, Toughest G, Coco the Don, Peter. Shout out to my boy Toughest. You dig? Shout out to the Fight Doctor. What's good, Fight Doctor? Oh, the Don is here. I see you, the Don. The Don! What's good?
Hey, salute. How you doing? Good morning. Hey, I didn't know you had to leave, so I'll just make it short. How's my audio?
You good? What's up with it?
Hey, man, let's see. So Kambosos, right? You know how he trying to get a contract to somebody come pay him for them belts, right? And go down there to Australia and whatnot. You know, maybe, you know, the offers that have been thrown at him, maybe he hasn't liked them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Top Rank came at him with something, and he was like, "Nah, let me see what the Zone got." And then the Zone came through, and they gave him something, that they threw something at him, and then he was like, nah, you know, because you know the numbers have changed. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he's looking for something bigger than what he's being offered. And he might just have to take like a little tune-up fight in between, so then he could fight Ryan. You know what I'm saying? And let's see when he does take that fight in Australia without any of these major promotions to come through and help him. And let's see if he really does have that drawing power out there, like everybody says so. You know what I'm saying? So let's see if he does. Let's see if he can really sell it out. You know. out there fighting somebody unknown. Maybe he does, maybe he don't. But it still needs to be proven in my book.
Yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure that he will, Coco. At this point, George Kambosos, he's the biggest star in Australian sports. He got a whole country behind him. He's a rock star. George Kambosos, man, he's a fucking superstar in Australia. Those fighters in Australia like Tim Tszyu, those guys are big time, bro. These guys are superstars. Kambosos is considered to be the undisputed champion. Even the WBC said that. So if Ryan
Okay.
Garcia, if Ryan Garcia beats Kambosos, that will make Ryan Garcia the undisputed champion, Coco.
Nah, no. See, that's where I'm leaning towards. This is what I'm telling you. Until he fights Devin Haney, then Ryan Garcia will be the undisputed champion. And I know what you're gonna say, but listen to this. Now let's just say that Ryan Garcia does beat Kambosos. Then we get that mega fight that I've always wanted, which is that Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney, the Sugar Ray Leonard versus the modern day Sugar Ray Leonard versus the modern day Oscar De La Hoya. This is perfect. This is what we need. And Devin, he's his own boss, and Golden Boy, they're gonna take over in 2022. So it is what it is, man. It's gonna happen. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? And that's gonna be a mega event. That right there, you got these two young men that are handsome. Everybody loves them. Except some of the haters that just can't see somebody win. You know what I mean? It'll be massive. It's gonna be such a massive event. And just think about the rematch in maybe a trilogy. Oh my God! And their styles complement each other. Man, you got Devin Haney. That he can fight on the inside, the outside. The only thing that he lacks is power. But what does Ryan Garcia have? Man, he's got the quickness. He's got the fastest hands in the game. The sharpest left hook. Knock you out with one punch at any time. Man, unbelievable. That fight right there. That fight right there could be something that could change the game in boxing and draw everybody's attention to it. You know what I mean? And I think that Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia can beat Kambosos. I don't think Kambosos is that no disrespect to him, but I don't know. I think that Teofimo was an overhyped fighter, and he's finished now. So you could write him up on the books. And then now he's trying to act like Teofimo Lopez. So I don't know what it is about them belts, but as soon as these dudes actually get their hands on them, they start acting like divas. George Kambosos should actually start thinking about getting a fight pretty soon, because you know what? Waiting until April, you've already wasted 4 months of the year. So you're not going to be an active champion, it looks like. You know what I'm saying? So, I would really like it if they could start pushing these fights forward and getting these fights scheduled so we can get some fights in. So these guys, they're young. They can start getting these 3 or 4 fights a year kind of stuff. You know what I mean? We need to start pushing this fight forward, not backwards.
Yeah, I feel you, but it looks like Ryan Garcia, he's he might get this fight with Kambosos, and if the zone or whoever picks this fight up, they gonna call it an undisputed fight, brother. You know what I mean?
It's all
That's
good.
the
They
yeah. I
can
mean
call it whatever they
that's
want.
just what it is, though, Coco. I understand,
Nah, but the
what you
the the
think,
the,
but
the purists, you know what I'm saying? The the legacy, the pureness of the shit. You
yeah,
know what I'm
but they
saying?
already saying that Kambosos is the undisputed champion. That's why
That's what they can
he
say.
can
They can
fight
say that, but
anybody.
we both know. See, I don't want to argue about this. I'm gonna let you
Yeah, I'm
have
just
it.
saying, but
And
that's
then
what it is. Like, I'm just letting you
you
know,
arguing about this.
if Ryan Garcia, listen, I'm just letting you know, if Ryan Garcia, if he beats Kambosos, they will say Ryan Garcia is the undisputed champion. No matter what anybody says, they will say he is. I'm
And
telling
I
you.
agree with you. And I agree with you. They will, but that don't make it right. Okay.
Hey, it is what it is. Shit, nigga, life ain't right, nigga. Shit, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Hey,
Yeah, nigga, my motherfucking power was off for a whole week in Memphis. That shit wasn't right, nigga, because of motherfucking trees falling. You know what I'm saying? That shit wasn't right
hey,
because of the weather. But shit, it is what it is. Shit. You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel you. Hey, we know what it is though. H, come on now.
Yeah,
We know
but
what
I
it
feel
is.
like Devin Haney, you know, he not really too upset with the situation with the WBC they're doing because Devin Haney still got the WBC belt, and Mauricio Suleiman was at his last fight with who his name with JoJo Diaz, and Cambosos was there. They was all there in the same building. Devin Haney, Mauricio Suleiman, and fucking Cambosos. And Devin Haney
No doubt.
hugged
Hey man,
Mauricio
but
Suleiman.
that's their relationship. Hey man, when you start making millions of dollars together and you making good business, you there's no reason to be you
So
know
if it's not like what you said is not right, and if somebody is mistreating you, shit, you should
that
say something about it or do something about it.
maybe it's not a mistreatment. What we're talking about is the definition of undisputed, and there's a dispute. There's a dispute. Maybe when they talk about it behind closed doors and they try and schedule these fights, it is what it is. But on the record books, it's not labeled as undisputed. Until then, until then,
Well,
until
according to
then,
who? Because it's labeled
by the
undisputed
promoters,
by
by the promoters, of course they're gonna promote a fight that's for a regular belt. Uh, they would
well,
classify that as a world championship belt,
well, what about
correct?
the WBC?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Devin Haney is not having no regular belt. That's the official belt, the one that Devin Haney has. He's, he
Well,
he has
shit,
the official lightweight championship of the world. He
yeah,
doesn't have the franchise. The franchise is not the official championship belt.
well
And you
the
can try to
WBC.
tell me
I
you can
know.
try to
I
tell me
mean,
that it's
I
all
know that, but the WBC already said that the franchise is the supreme champion. That the franchise is put above any champion in the lightweight
that's
category.
fine.
Man, they already said
That's
that.
fine. That's fine. That's what the WBC says. But as, as far as the other sanctioning bodies, it's not recognized. And
But
until that day, then
well,
that's
that
when
sounds good, Coco. That I mean, we've been arguing that like a year, 2 years now.
two,
Like it all
maybe
sounds good,
whatever,
but
whatever. Yeah,
Cam,
telling you.
listen, we've been arguing that same thing for about 2 years now, and the fucking you know, obviously shit, Cambosis, he calls himself undisputed. You got the WBC. You said Devin Haney has the official WBC belt. I agree with that, but you have the WBC saying that Cambosis is the undisputed champion. So I
I
mean,
and I'm not
it's
and
a
I'm not
mess.
just
It's a
yeah, but
messy
I'm not
situation,
disagreeing with
bro.
you there because you're right. You're right about that too because that's the message that they're trying to relay. But you also have to see me halfway and understand that the other sanctioning bodies haven't recognized it yet. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but I feel you. But
Because I'll meet you in the
Cambosis,
middle.
yeah, but I
I'll
feel you.
meet you
But
in the middle.
Cambosis, he's not fighting Devin Haney for any of those other belts. Ain't I mean, other of those sanctioning body belts. He's not fighting for the IBF. Devin Haney don't have a WBO. He got a WBC. So if he fight Devin Haney, it will be for a WBC. But the WBC already saying he's the undisputed. Like, and then on top of that, you got you got Devin Haney saying if he beats Cambosis, he doesn't even want the franchise belt. He's gonna throw it away and all of
That's
that.
right. See,
Yeah, all that sounds good, but the WBC don't like that
fantastic.
shit. The WBC
Yeah.
wants to keep that thing going. They want to keep passing around these belts, and if you know, so it is what it is, man. What up, UGC Flame? I see you, UGC, man. They saying that the zone don't want to fight with Devin Haney. The zone don't want Devin Haney to fight Cambosis for whatever reason. Eddie Hearn,
I,
what's up with Eddie Hearn?
hey man, I think that they restructured their their budget out there in the zone, so they dollars, and now they had to step back and go and and kind of be a little bit more economical about the situation. And I think that they probably did, if they did or didn't give a Cambosis an offer, I don't know. But I feel like if they did, it probably wasn't to the liking of Cambosis. You feel me? And you know how Bob is. Bob already knows the market and the way what should be. So he probably threw a number at Cambosis, and Cambosis was like, "Damn, 700,000 or something ridiculous." I'm not saying that was the number, but I'm just saying that's how it kind of goes. You feel me? So I think that Cambosis wants like a $10 million payday for a fight, and and the zone or a top rank to flip the bill for it, and he could reap all the rewards, and that's why it's kind of like a cash out. Because I mean, honestly, whoever he fights, if he fights Devin Haney, if he fights Ryan Garcia, or if he fights Lomachenko, I see any of those three guys beating him. Any of those three guys beating him.
I ain't gonna lie. I
So
got Kambosos beating Ryan Garcia though. My honest opinion, I got Kambosos winning that fight. I like Ryan, but I think Kambosos could outbox him.
how you haven't
Shit.
seen him though, right? You haven't seen him in the year. Have you seen him?
Who?
He's been training.
No, last time I seen Ryan, he beat Luke Campbell. So
Yeah,
we haven't seen
and he
Ryan,
showed
so we don't know what to
and he
expect.
showed that Oscar rage, and he showed the Oscar rage.
Hey, I like when you say that shit. Hey, but hey, shit, I don't know what to expect from Ryan because like you said, a long layoff. You were just talking about long layoffs, how that hurt a fighter.
But yeah,
Ryan
but he's
Garcia.
been, but
No,
he's
wait.
been,
You just talked
ah,
about layoffs. You mentioned it, how
yeah,
fighters need to stay active. The dude hasn't fought in a whole year.
yeah, but he had surgery. He had surgery, right? And
Yeah, he
he
did
came
have
back.
surgery, but before that, he pulled out of a fight with a Javier Fortuna.
Well, he had mental issues. He had he had the mental issues. So you gotta, you can't, as a fighter, you can't go in there. See, what's better for him to be honest and say, "Hey, man, I got a little bit of an issue right now. I'm not 100. I need to be 100 to fight." Instead of going in there and pulling off an excuse and saying you won 10 out of 12 rounds, and then saying that your chest was collapsing the whole fight, and you coming up with all these excuses afterward because you lost all your belts, and then you got the content creators getting in accidents and fighting for their lives. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I'm just saying I'd rather have him be honest. And he came back, and Ryan Garcia did say that his hand is good and healed. He said it's good, and and I've seen him. He's been sparring and training, and he's been doing work with Canelo. Man, he's been in the gym. He's changed his whole mindset. He's changed everything. He's changed everything. He looks bigger. He looks stronger. Man, you guys are gonna be surprised.
For sure, man. Shout out to Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia has a lot of talent, very strong, like you said, big, powerful. But I think Kambosos, right now, Kambosos been staying active. Kambosos, he looked really good in that Teofimo Lopez fight, and Kambosos will be the favorite against Ryan Garcia. So if it happens, it's gonna be a good matchup. I would like to see Devin Haney get the fight with Kambosos. I would rather see Devin Haney fight Kambosos, but if Ryan Garcia gets the fight, bro, it is what it is. Devin Haney will have to move on and do something else. I just don't understand why the fucking network, the Zone, is not pushing for Devin Haney to fight Kambosos. What everybody's saying is this undisputed fight and all of that. Why the fuck the Zone ain't pushing for it?
Well,
Why does the Zone want to see the fucking Ryan Garcia fight Kambosos? Ryan Garcia, who hasn't even fought in a fucking year. So Ryan Garcia hops off a couch and gets a fucking Kambosos fight for undisputed rather than Devin Haney. I feel like Devin Haney deserved that fight before Ryan. But if Ryan gets the fight, I'm not gonna hate on Ryan. You know what I'm saying? If
most
Ryan beats
definitely.
him, it is what it is.
No, I hear you. I want the fight for Devin too. But what I'm thinking is that Cambosis has a number in his head. Just like Teofimo had a number in his head, and that's why what happened when Top Rank came at him with a certain number for that Cambosis fight, he was like, "Oh hell no, I can't fight Cambosis for no whatever 600 grand or just short of $1 million or whatever it was." He was like, "No, I could get more money for the fight." So he waited it out and then went to purse bid and then so on and so forth. But I think that Cambosis, he's like, "Man, I got all these belts. I'm trying to get paid." And right now, I bet you the Zone, because the Zone knows that if they fight, they gotta give Devin at least 3 million, right? At least 3 million, because he's been making 3, so he's
They've
got to
been
make
getting
3.
$3 million to fight fucking bums.
Okay, so
What?
he's getting 3. Okay, so he's getting 3, right? He's getting 3. So they probably like, all right, we got to up it up a little bit for Devin, and then they're like, Cambosos is not even our fighter, and are we gonna pay? They're probably thinking about the numbers, like, probably they don't even see it working out. We'll see
So I
though.
mean, they willing to give Cambosis the money, that number that he wants for Ryan, but they're not willing to give Cambosis the money that he wants for Devin Haney.
Well, who knows? Who knows how that works though? Who knows? Maybe that Ryan Garcia fight is. They're probably thinking about it as it could be more lucrative in certain ways, because Ryan Garcia is not going to be he's not even close to Devin Haney's pay rate. So if you offer Ryan a million or 2 million, that's a hell of a step up from last time. So he just got a pay raise, and then you could get Cambosis.
But what about the undisputed fight that everybody's fighting about and everybody's arguing, and people lost friends because of this whole undisputed bullshit, and fucking DAZN ain't even trying to make it happen. What's the point of us even arguing about this shit if DAZN don't even want that fucking fight? You know what I'm saying?
That's why I don't argue it no more. I told you last year,
bro.
Remember, I told you last year I'm not arguing this shit no more.
Yeah, that shit is dumb. Like, if the Devin Haney versus Cambosis is the fight that everybody is talking about, if Devin Haney and Cambosis, if they met up, if Cambosis went to Devin Haney's last fight, he was doing a fucking commentary. He was working for DAZN. He was there. He met up with Devin Haney at his fight. He didn't go to fucking Ryan Garcia's fight. It was supposed to be Devin Haney and Cambosis. And if DAZN, they don't give Devin Haney that fight and they give it to Ryan Garcia, there's no fucking point for Devin Haney to even stay on DAZN at this point. That's the ultimate disrespect.
Well, I can't disagree there, but at the same time, you got to look at the business and what benefits Devin. If it benefits Devin to stay with DAZN, then that's what it is.
Even if they don't give him the fights, stay with DAZN, and they're not giving you the fights. They're not giving you Cambosis. They're not giving you Teofimo Lopez. They're not giving you Lomachenko fights. So stay with them. I don't think so. And especially Ryan Garcia doesn't even
paid though. So I mean, think about it like this. I mean, it's still a business. It's still a business.
So even if they don't even give him the fight, this motherfucker Ryan Garcia could hop off the couch, who hasn't done shit or anything in over a year, hop off the couch and take your undisputed fight from you. Devin Haney should feel disrespected at that point. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it's like disrespectful, because I feel like Devin Haney should have the next shot at them belts. But at the same time, I could be optimistic and be like, well, if Devin Haney doesn't get the fight and Ryan does get the fight, then Ryan and Haney could get it on. And they've had fucking issues from way back. So it's a not only is it a nice like billboard fight, but it actually has some background to it. It actually has some real beef behind it, like from way back. So like it's something good there. Like it's really like, man, I'm telling you, that's the fight, man. I've been wanting that fight forever. That's the real fight for me. That's the end goal, and I think that's what the promoters and everybody knows it is. Everybody knows it's all about Devin and Ryan. That's why they don't want to mess up that bag. They do not want to mess up that bag. That's the today's era of damn Leonard and De La Hoya.
Yo, what up?
Yo, what up, Kaz? Hey, Kaz. I don't know if it's a troll, somebody trolling you in the comment section. Just time them out or block them, dog. Because I can't even see. I don't know who's doing what. Don't even waste your time arguing with some of these dudes.
Nah.
Don Cosmic, salute.
What up?
Yeah, I don't even know who it is, Kaz. Because I can't. Who was it?
Some dude named What About Me. He got a wrench and shit.
Oh, What About Me? Oh, you and What About Me got smoked?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
killed him and his
smoke.
lover, Slugger Sam.
That's just free smoke. That's just free smoke.
Shout out to What About Me. He cool. Hopefully y'all can squash that.
Shout out to Don. What About Me? Shout out to Don. What About Me? Shout out to JC. Shout out to JC the bodybuilder. I see him now. JC the bodybuilder. Salute.
But real quick,
Go ahead, Kyle.
Hold on. I heard Haney is not signed with DAZN or Match.
He's not.
So that's
he's not.
thing.
He's got like a fight by fight basis. But
yeah.
he said he wants to stay with them his whole career. So He's
doing
loyal
business
to
with
those
them.
guys anyway. He loyal. He ain't paying them anytime soon.
So
Probably should
that's
if
the
they don't
thing
give him the fight.
with Ryan Garcia. He's doing business with them through Golden Boy. So they're trying to give him, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to give him whatever they can, because that's somebody that's on their slots, you know what I'm saying? They have to
Well,
give
I
him some
mean,
dates.
Devin Haney's doing business with them too through Matchroom Boxing and Eddie Hearn. Same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. So I had this conspiracy theory where Ryan Garcia is getting this fight because they're doing the business with Canelo. Canelo's gonna do the 2 fight deal with the zone, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure Eddie Reynoso was on some, yo, give my boy Ryan Garcia, you know what I'm saying, this fight with Cambosis, and I can get you fucking Canelo, you know what I'm saying, that two
Dang.
fight deal. Because think
So
about it,
so so
Eddie.
DAZN, they pretty much threw Devin Haney under the bus for Canelo. For Canelo to
Well,
get Canelo on
well, for
DAZN
Reynoso, because
and
Reynoso
Eddie
gets.
Reynoso. So
Mhm.
they pretty much did Devin Haney dirty. That's the ultimate disrespect if that's the case.
Well,
Devin Haney
they
should be pissed off.
because what's it
Well,
called?
they need. If you really think about it, I apologize.
So fuck Devin
Don,
Haney and
Don Cosmic, Don Cosmic.
fuck Devin
But
Haney who's been loyal to you and
I
go get
understand.
Canelo.
Hold on, H. Let me just say this, and then you could fire back. So, if you really think about it, the zone needs Canelo. You know what I'm saying? They need Canelo back on the platform so they can generate more revenue and get ready to push forward. Without Canelo, the bag ain't the same. So you gotta treat the bag right. You feel me? So
Yeah, I understand they need Canelo or whatever, but at the same time, Coco to Don, they need to make Devin Haney a fucking star. And the way you make Devin Haney a star is by getting him that Cambosis fight and making him the youngest undisputed champion in the history of boxing. So, if that's the reason why Devin Haney's not getting the fight and that Ryan Garcia is getting the fight because they want Canelo on the zone, that's the ultimate disrespect. You know, I'm just letting you know that's the truth. That's some
Yeah.
bullshit. But Kazi, I feel you, Kaz. I see where you're coming
Well,
from.
because also Reynoso stands to win. He's the promoter slash manager for Canelo, and he's a trainer for Ryan Garcia. So the more money Ryan Garcia gets, he gets 30% off of that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's in the corner. So if Ryan Garcia is getting big bags, that means Eddie Reynoso is getting big bags, right?
For sure. But if the zone gets Canelo back, that's a huge man. That's what the zone needs, bro. You know what I mean? Canelo is, the face of boxing. If you get Canelo on a 2 fight deal on your network, Canelo gonna bring in the subscribers. Canelo gonna
Yeah.
bring the fans, to the zone. And but it's fucked up for Devin Haney. So Devin Haney is not getting this fight with Cambosis because the zone they want Canelo. And Eddie Reynoso said that you got to give Ryan Garcia this Cambosis fight if you want Canelo. And the zone said, fuck Devin Haney. Okay, we want Canelo and we want Ryan Garcia. That's what happened, Cos.
That's just my conspiracy theory. You know what I'm saying? And I don't. I just see. If you look at all the angles, you know what I'm saying. All ties will lead back to Eddie Reynoso. Eddie Reynoso's been trying to do business with. I think it's the Zone, where they're trying to do fights in Mexico, and they're trying to do like what used to be like Univision and Solo Boxeo and at Telemundo. They used to do like boxing like on Fridays and Saturdays and shit. Well, Saturdays Sundays in the morning, and then Saturdays at nighttime. So they're trying to do those little fights that they used to do back
well,
in the day.
that's what I was telling H a while ago that Canelo's got that the zone Mexico contract. The whole Latin American market's gonna be Canelo's watch, and it's gonna be through the zone.
Well, I'm happy shit because I am Mr. The Zone and I already got the zone for shit for the whole year. So I don't have to pay for shit. So I'm happy with it. If Canelo comes to the zone, that's better for me because I don't even have to pay for anything.
Yeah, you get Canelo twice in 1 year. That's one pay-per-view. Well, YB was saying that they're going to start charging pay-per-view money on top of your subscription. That would be
Not if
bogus.
you got the app.
Not if you have the app. Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Exactly. It's only for people that want to watch the fight, but they have to. They pay for the fight through their
Their cable.
through their cable subscriber or cable provider. I mean,
Yes, exactly.
and then the zone will give you like a month or two for free, and then either you re-up or you don't.
Damn.
Exactly,
Well,
bro. So I already paid for my DAZN, so I don't have to pay for shit. You know, it's
I've
a
been
part
the
of my
zone.
subscription.
Been the zone. I've been the zone since day one.
Yeah, I've been DAZN since the beginning when that shit was first came out. That's when DAZN actually was trash in the beginning when was having Tevin Farmer fighting every week, Andrade's fighting bums and shit. I had DAZN, you know. That's before even Devin Haney signed with DAZN. I already had that shit, you know. But
Yeah.
I do, you know. I mean, I do like DAZN. I like the idea of DAZN. No pay per views. Shit. You pay for the whole $100 for the whole year. You can't beat that, bro. You know. So I fuck with it.
yeah, and now if they can get if they were to get let's say Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia, if they can, because they're going for those belts, you know what I'm saying? Just like Bob Arum and what's it called, what TMT was trying to do with Tank Davis. They're trying to get those belts on their side. I mean, whether it's Devin Haney or if it's Ryan Garcia.
Dang, man.
I
I
don't
did
think
want
they
that.
tripping. I think Tank and Mayweather, they they know what they're doing. They going for the bag. They're not tripping about the belts. They're getting whatever they get, but they don't need the belts to promote Tank. They don't need the belts to promote Tank. They just right now what they really need is a dance partner. Right now they can't. Right now the way that the last pay per view went, they can't just fight anybody. They need a dance partner just to have a good fight underneath his belt.
Because
So
at
like
that time, Coco, nobody knew Isaac Cruz. But say if they did a rematch with Isaac Cruz, that fight would be fucking
that would
big
be
now.
nice. That would be nice. I would have. Oh, that would be nice.
Hell yeah, the
I would love.
rematch now. Isaac Cruz, he's a star now. Everybody know him now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, everybody likes to pull for the underdog, so you know, I don't know. I'll go for him. I actually thought that Isaac Cruz won that fight though, but
I
I
thought
don't
Tank
think.
won the fight.
Yeah, I knew we saw different on that one, but I thought Isaac did enough. I think he was a more aggressive fighter. He was dictating the pace. It turned Tank into a back foot fighter. He was hesitating. He wasn't the same Tank. He he showed
Tank
he
is a
showed Tank.
beast.
He hurt Tank. He hurt Tank, man.
Hey, the
He hurt
Don,
Tank.
Tank, 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 Tank.
Okay.
I love Tank now. I ain't gonna lie, I
All right,
fuck
all
with
right.
Tank, man.
I
Hey,
thought the
Tank
Yo,
same,
love
but I
Canelo.
think
You know, Tank favorite fighter is Canelo.
hey, that was some bullshit. I think that's why he hurt his hand because they don't let him wear his favorite Canelo gloves. See, that's
Yeah,
that
Mayweather was
bullshit.
pissed off about that shit. Mayweather got jealous.
Yeah, man. See, that's that bullshit. He should have let him wear his little Canelo gloves and because he probably had them all broken in and the way he likes them and yeah, because they have those special orthopedic gloves where they fit right to your hand the way you like it, and then he had to wear some fugazi little red ones they got like at Walmart, and that fucked him up. That's why he broke his hand or hurt his hand because he didn't have his special Canelo gloves, the best quality gloves in the world.
For
What
sure, man.
what gloves did he end up using? They didn't have no name on them.
No, because I guess
I,
Canelo picked didn't he pick Isaac Cruz to beat Tank? You know, he said he was riding with his
no,
countryman.
he said no. He didn't pick him. He just said he wished him luck. Like he said, I wish you good luck. Like a mutual good luck when you meet up with somebody. You say hey, good luck in the fight. But they took it the wrong way. It wasn't like, hey, I
Mayweather
want you to
did.
kick it. I don't want you to kick. I want you to go over there and kick Tank's ass. Do it for no. He didn't even do it like that. He was like, hey man, congratulations on the fight. I hope that you win. Go get him. You know what I mean? Just showing a little bit of support. But of course, everything gets blown out of proportion. You know what I'm saying? Everything gets, you can't say nothing without people getting offended. So that's what happened.
Yeah, so Mayweather was saying, "Oh, you can't wear Canelo gloves if he's picking against you." That's what he was telling
But he
Tank.
didn't. He didn't even
But
pick
that's what
against
Floyd
him.
put in his head. Floyd put that in his
Yeah,
head.
yeah, yeah.
Historian
Exactly.
was good, man.
I was good with it.
I
Don
got breaking
Historian
news.
salute.
I got breaking news, my brother. Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez officially signed contracts today. The fight is going down. It's official. They signed the contract. What's your thoughts on that? It's
I
official.
think I think that's cool. You know, I mean, it was inevitable to begin with, but the fact that it's official, I mean, it can't hurt.
Hey man, I gotta dip out. Salute to my brothers. Salute to everybody in the chat. To all my dons on the panel, Don Historian, Don Cosmic, all my dons, all my dons. I gotta go, man. But you know what it is though? I'm gonna leave you guys with this little gem. Valdez gonna knock Shakur out, bro. He ain't never seen nobody like that. You know, Shakur is not fighting his buddy, okay? He's not fighting his friend. So it's a difference there. He ain't gonna lay down for him. I'll be back. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.
All right, shout out
All right,
Coco. Much
Coco.
love, Coke.
Let's love Coco.
Historian, man. You excited about this matchup? What you think about the
course.
contracts being signed? They actually they posted it on Instagram. They got the picture of Shakur signing his contract, and they got the picture of Oscar Valdez signing his contract. What do you think about it?
I think it's good. I think it's good the fact that we're getting the first big fight this year, really. So hopefully it starts a trend for guys to get these fights going on, and it's good. And I hope that I'm pretty sure the fight's going to be big. And I think people, counting Valdez out, I think that this fight's going to be very close. That's my prediction for the fight because of the talent level of both fighters. And
You think
I believe
it's a 50-50 fight?
yeah, it might be. I would say it's probably like 55-45 Shakur for me, maybe 60-40, but that's how close it is, So I think it's very close, and I think that it's going to be very competitive. I think it's clash styles. Shakur Stevenson, very fast, very explosive, very, very skilled fighter. His ability to box and his ability to defend himself very well. And then you have Valdez, who has a pressure style. Not a great body puncher, but a good power puncher. You know what I'm saying? So, and he has a hook, a pretty good hook. So it'll be interesting to see how this fight turns out. All right. So I think it's definitely going to be a competitive, close fight.
Man, I'm excited. And what does this fight mean for boxing when you get two fighters in their prime, two undefeated champions fighting each other, unifying the division? What does this do for boxing? What does this mean for the sport?
It means a lot for the sport because that's what the whole point of being in boxing and being in fighting, in prize fighting, is to win the belts, become a champion, and make the most money, right? But your natural goal as a fighter is to be a damn champion. And if there's another champion in division, then you unify with that guy. No ifs, ands, or what's, or who, what, when, where, how's about it. You understand? So when you come out and you're a champion, someone's a champion in your division, then you go up and you fight that guy and you take that belt from that guy to prove who the undisputed true champion is in that division. That's just how fighting goes. It's how fighting has been since time began. All right. And boxing is obviously no different. And it's been a stable in boxing for years. So when we see a stable like this happen, this shows you too. I'm gonna tell you something, H, and everybody that's watching. This shows you that Top Rank is the best fucking promotion in the sport. I don't give a fuck what you have to say. Okay, because they're the ones putting on the best cards, best fights. They making shit happen. Everybody else is moving in quicksand, or let's wait out for 5 years. Let's wait this long to marinate the fight. Let's push one guy away and keep our best fighter protected. That's how a lot of these guys are acting. Top Rank is putting everybody up in there, and they're gonna be like, let's see who the best guy is, man. All right, and I'm not Top Rank's doing their thing, and these two guys are doing what they have to do to get up in there and fight. And hats off to both one Shakur Stevenson and one Oscar Valdez. Much respect to both of these guys. I hope whoever wins, much to him, and the guy that loses, much love to him, man. Shelton Moore saying it's not going to be fight. It's going to be like Gaddy Ward. Listen, Valdez is not on the level of Gaddy, and Shakur Stevenson, even though he's very talented, is not on the level of Floyd Mayweather at this point. Nah, I'm sorry, it's not going to be that light. I respectfully disagree, though. I understand where you're coming from because there's a lot of people that believe that think like that, but it's not going to happen like that. It's going to be close, I guarantee you. Over or under, it becomes what you call a wash-up fight or a close fight. I picked the latter. It's going to be a close fight.
Shelton Moore is saying it's going to be like Arturo Gotti, Floyd Mayweather. You're pretty much saying Shakur Stevenson is going to beat his ass. If you're saying that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, man. Look, Mayweather, listen, Shakur Stevenson is an ultra-talented fighter. All right. But we need to kind of back away from these comparisons from these guys, especially when they like we gotta look, it's one thing to compare styles for style, but the style for style thing gotta fucking match. If you're saying someone's the next Mayweather, we kind of get tired of hearing that. Why don't we let these guys develop on their own time, and we can make a comparison, all right, of how good they really are. Just because somebody has a belt doesn't make them the second coming of Floyd Mayweather, the second coming of Pernell Whitaker. We got to chill, slower rolls when we say that. Not saying that Shelton Moore saying
that's just the nature of the game. Like, I mean, shit, like Kobe Bryant, he came out of high school. They was already comparing him to Michael Jordan. Now you got Shaq.
But there were a lot of people. But wait,
Baby Jordan, Harold Miner.
There were a lot of motherfuckers.
Grant Hill,
Latrell Sprewell, Grant Hill, fucking T-Mac, Ray Allen to a certain degree. All right. Kobe Bryant, obviously, which Vince Carter. A lot of guys were. You know what I'm saying? But see, those guys developed and they became who they were in their own right. But was it on the level of Michael Jordan? Nah. Not even close.
Not even Kobe? What about Kobe?
The official Kobe is the prop. He, in terms of his move set and what he was able to do on the court, it mimics. It's the most close carbon copy of Michael Jordan, but in terms of greatness and efficiency, it's not even close. 42% versus 50%. Jordan never lost in the finals. Kobe did lose in the finals a couple times, and he also cost his team several like 2 or 3 times in the finals, whereas Jordan never did. You know what I'm saying? So that, I mean, I'm just saying, when we
what series did he cost his team in the finals? Which one?
Man, come on. Let's see. Which team did he quit on?
Kobe quit in the finals?
No. He blew the Detroit Pistons series.
Oh man, they got their ass whooped.
He shot his, but here's the thing though. Right? Okay, Gary Payton didn't show up. Karl Malone, he kind of showed up.
He was injured. That nigga was he didn't do shit. He was old as fuck. He didn't do shit. He was washed up.
For y'all youngsters, that was the first original before all these super teams came around. That was the first real super team that they tried to start. But of course, Gary and Karl, they was pretty much on their way out. But at the end of the day, Kobe Bryant, man, listen, he shot his team out that series. They should have gave Shaq the ball, even though Ben Wallace did a really good job of stifling him, especially in that last game. I mean, fucking Shaq let this dude go for 18 and 20 on his ass, man. But regardless, though.
Hey, Tayshaun Prince was locking up Kobe in that series. That was the best defense anybody ever played on Kobe. Tayshaun Prince was so fucking long and tall. Man, he gave Kobe problems. And I think Tony Allen, when he played with Boston, he played good defense on Kobe too. What's good, Shelton Moore? I think he came to cook on this one. He came to get you. Hey, Shelton, make sure you subscribe to Boxing Historian's channel too, by the way. He got a great channel, man. Check him out, brother.
No, I'm just saying that. My opinion, what I've seen. Herring versus Valdez fight. Oscar Valdez doesn't have the speed, athleticism, or skill to compete with this kid. This kid is going to beat him up. The way he did Jamel Herring is the way he's going to do Oscar Valdez. Same shit. Not going to be close.
Get him, historian. Talk your shit.
No, Sheldon. Now let's go. Let's stop. Let's deal with that right there. I see the kid talent, man. He can do excellent speed, athleticism, quickness, reflexes. His defense is there for sure. Maybe one of the best defensive boxers right now, maybe top 5. Hell, arguably maybe the best. Who knows? We have to see more of what he can do against the top level opposition. But let's pull it back here, right? Jamel Herring's a good fighter, man. Fundamentally sound fighter, but does he bring other dynamics to the table? Like, does he bring a certain level of aggression? Does he bring a certain level of punching power to the table? Does he bring a certain level of tenacity to the game? No. And I think when of course, when I didn't know how good really Shakur Stevenson was, all right, until he did Jamel Herring the way he did, which was very impressive, all right. But I would say if we're comparing Jamel Herring to Valdez, at least Valdez can bring the pressure. All right. He can bring the pressure and the power. And we have not seen Shakur Stevenson against a legitimate power puncher of Oscar Valdez.
You said this is a legitimate power? Drained, a weight drained, overtrained Burchell. See, you put way too much.
Burchell beat now. Burchell beat him.
Huh?
No, go ahead. Burchell beat. I thought he beat him.
Yeah, he beat the shit out of Burchell, but Burchell was weight drained. Burchell had him after the weigh-in. He was overtrained. You can't put that kind of emphasis on that win because you saw it for yourself. You know the dude had been fighting at 130. He should have never fought that fight. His ass was whooped before the fight even started. But Jamel Herring, my opinion, and Oscar Valdez are on the same level. Be a competitive fight. Good fight. Oscar Valdez is not fast enough, and he doesn't have enough to compete with Shakur Stevenson. I'm sorry. I mean, you ain't gotta agree with me. I'm just telling you what I see. And when the fight happens, you'll see what I see.
Okay. I mean, I feel it. I understand. Look, like I said, I understand why you feel that way. Now, but let's deal with something. Listen, Jamel Herring. All right. Look, Jamel Herring was there to be had. When I look back on the fight, he was there to be had for Shakur Stevenson, and he didn't present. And that fight was not competitive at all. All right. And of course, that's what you're basically saying, that this fight is going to be, it's not going to be competitive at all. Now, if he does go up and wash this dude and stops him through accumulative punches, speaking of Shakur, then I'm going to give Shakur his props. You dig what I'm saying? But definitely. And if he does that, he's probably going to have to be up in the latter end of the top pound for pound list, I'd have to say. All right. If he does some shit like that.
And the sad thing, see, here's what's sad, right? He knows that too. He knows he got to put on performance. He gonna beat the Hebrew shit out of this dude. You watch.
Listen. Valdez. Listen, Valdez is gonna bring the pressure, because one thing to stifle someone who's quicker, faster, have better reflexes is to bring more attrition and more aggression. Because with guys like who are purist boxers, right? The way to disrupt them is to disrupt their rhythm. How do you do that? By making them uncomfortable. How do you make them uncomfortable? By using effective aggression and using effective pressure. Does Valdez move his head? No. Does Valdez he has a little bit of skill, but he's not all that skilled. Does he have great footwork? No, I wouldn't say that. Does he have the great ability to cut off the ring? It's somewhat above average, but it's not great. But I think power-wise, I think that aggression level-wise, if he can disrupt his rhythm and make Shakur Stevenson think throughout the course of the fight, then possibly he can win some of these rounds, man. He can win at least. I could see him winning 5-6 rounds, man. Or was it 5-6 rounds? You know what I'm saying? And depending on how the fight goes, depending on whose style or whose pace of the fight is established, who establishes the tempo of the fight, it's gonna come down to that. Now, I understand. I understand what you're saying. Shakur is probably a whole lot more talented than Valdez, but sometimes aggression and power in all out attrition, especially effectively, especially with the right game plan, can overcome something like that.
Oh, I agree. I'm not discounting what you're saying. I'm just telling you what I see. Now, I've seen Oscar Valdez fight with broken ribs, right through a broken jaw and win the fight. I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
But I B level. He's a B level fighter, man. He ain't. He's not what you think he is. I'll say that. I'm not gonna say the guy ain't no good because the guy can fight, but he's just not what you think he is. He's not this A level. Cesar Chavez, Hector Camacho. He's not that.
No.
He's a good guy who's gonna get shown what greatness is when he fights Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson's special fighter. He gonna beat this dude. This is gonna be his coming out. You thought Jamel Herring was his coming out party? No, this is his coming out party. He's gonna come out and show the world why he believes he's one of the best at the lower weights. He's gonna beat this dude up. He's gonna fuck him up.
Okay, I got you, Sheldon. I got you. And I feel why you say that. All right, I feel it. I feel I got you. Now, someone, let me just read this. Someone in the comment section said, "Fuck runners, dancers in the boxing. They do that shit because they got no power, so they can exchange because they hit like bitches." I wouldn't. That's not always the best assessment. Some guys fight like that because they know they can't hurt nobody, but at the end of the day, man, like, you know, listen. Look, Shakur Stevenson now, but here's the thing, though. Here's the counter argument, because some people on the side of the Oscar Valdez, or people that are detractors from Shakur Stevenson, mind you, I'm not one of those guys. Some guys will be like, well, maybe Shakur Stevenson isn't what we think he truly is, or what a lot of people think he truly is. Maybe he is a very good talent, but he's not A level. What would you have to say about that? Yeah, I can hear you.
I will say they have a right to their opinion. He may not be, but the beauty of boxing is we gonna find out. Was it April 30th? We gonna fucking find out. We gonna get to see exactly what Valdez is and exactly what Shakur Stevenson is. Now, my money's on Shakur Stevenson. I think Shakur Stevenson is the goods. I think he's the truth. I think I've seen the very best I could ever see from Oscar Valdez, and at his very best, he wins 3, maybe 4. At his very best. That's just my opinion, though. It's only an opinion. And that's what kills me about, I talked about this before, BH. That's what kills me about these new age boxing fans, right? Mm-hmm. This is I have no idea who's gonna win that fucking fight. I'm not either one of these motherfuckers training camps. All of the eye test on what I've seen and what I've seen watching careers. It's just an opinion, and people take it so serious. It's not that. It's an opinion. It's a boxing opinion. That's just a boxing opinion show. I'm just giving my opinion.
Yo, historian, you going live today on your channel?
I'm gonna be in the gym tonight, man.
That boy getting in shape. Yeah. But hell yeah, man. What y'all think about this Canelo shit, Sheldon? I want to get your thoughts in historian. Can that look like Canelo gonna fight Bivol instead of Charlo? I think a lot of people wanted that Charlo fight.
Yeah, he's gonna beat the shit out of Charlo anyway.
But people wanted to see that fight because people know Charlo, and a lot of people don't know Bivol.
Right, I get that, and that's what I understand. I understand that's what it is. Like I always say. Now, H, you've heard me say this a million times. So have you, BH. Mm-hmm. If this motherfucker's fighting every 4 or 5 months, mm-hmm. you fighting once in 16 months, he's gonna fuck you up because you ain't sharp enough. He was gonna beat the shit out of Charlo because Charlo don't fight enough. Charlo needs to fight them other guys in his division so he can stay sharp. So you are prepared for Canelo Alvarez. coming off your couch, going to your gym at your house, and getting ready for 8-10 weeks when you've been sitting on your ass for 12-14 months, you're gonna get your ass. You're not sharp enough. I'd rather the Bevo fight because it's that Bevo's a bigger guy, a more dangerous guy. I think Bevo's a better boxer than Charlo.
Yeah.
And he presents more of a challenge. Plus, caveat is this: I don't give a fuck what nobody said. Ain't nobody turning down no $85 million. Facts.
But I mean, they was offering $50 million for Charlo, so he could have made more money fighting Charlo on a 1-fight deal. You know what I mean? And isn't that what Canelo wanted to be? But I mean, doesn't Canelo want to be a network free agent, right? Canelo doesn't want to be tied down to no promoter or no network. He wants to do 1-fight deals with everybody. So now all of a sudden the 2-fight deal is good. When I thought Canelo, the whole part that he didn't want to be tied to any network. That's what everybody was saying. Oh, PBC want him for 3 fights to fight Charlo, and Benavidez don't go to PBC because they want to keep you. So DAZN trying to keep him, and now it's okay. Like, I don't get that part.
Let me ask you this question, bro. Is Canelo the cash cow right now?
Yes.
So he's showing you that I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. Whatever the fuck I want to do.
That's true.
That's all he's showing you.
He earned the right. I
ain't got to do what you think. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. I want to fight this motherfucker, and I want to fight this.
Look, he hasn't signed a contract yet, so with the Bivol, so we still don't know what the fuck he's gonna do.
Exactly. What the fuck he want to do? But I just know 85 is more, and I know that Bevo, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, y'all. Don't crucify me. Just my boxing opinion. In my opinion, Bevo presents more of a challenge, Charlo.
You agree with that, historian?
Hell yeah, I agree with that, man. And it's like this, right? First and foremost, 2 fights, 85 million. You know, and right now, Canelo, outside of AJ, he's probably the cash cow, and he could probably do whatever the hell he wants to do at this point with no promoter, with no managing team outside of his own in-house team. I think that Canelo Alvarez made the right decision. I mean, well, it's like this, right? See, and look, these guys got like I was a former Canelo Alvarez fan. I'm sitting up here having to defend a guy that I'm not a fan of no more. You can't have it both ways. You can't be like, oh Canelo, he moving up to fight Makabu. He's fighting a cruiserweight, but that dude's garbage. He's a bum. Oh, he's ducking David Benavidez, you know, because he's moving up to fight someone else. He's not fighting Charlo. He's not fighting Charlo. He's fighting. Well, wait a second. Bivol's a very good champion at light heavyweight. All right. Look, the options were either fight Charlo, who's moving up. Then there's a built-in excuse if he beats Charlo. Okay, if you beat Benavidez, okay, people will give you your props because because he was a champion. He never lost his belt. He beat himself with the belts. Then you have who else you have? You have Bertabiev, all right, who I think is the best at light heavyweight. Then you have Joe Smith Jr. and then you have Bivol. So it's like pick your poison. Makabu, realistically, most likely it wasn't going to happen. All right, most likely it wasn't going to happen. But if this report is true, he's taking on a bigger guy, a better boxer, by far a better boxer. Jamal Charlo, he can box a little bit, but he's more relying on his athletic ability, such as his punching power, all right, and his reach and whatnot, and his aggression to win fights. All right, the older Charlo. All right. He relies more on that, and he's moving up. You're moving up to fight Bivol at 175, who has a very good jab, one of the best jabs in the entire sport, a really good 1-2. All right, ability to put combinations together, move around the ring, and present problems that Caleb Plant cannot present. Problems that Billy Joe Saunders cannot present because he's a bigger guy and he's a much better accurate puncher. Billy Joe good footwork and everything. Good jab out of the southpaw, but he doesn't have a power punch that is effective. Caleb Plant, he gasses in the later rounds, and he relies a lot of his on his movement. All right, and he has a good jab, but he doesn't present enough to give Canelo problems. Bivol does. So when Canelo Alvarez fighting Bivol is a legacy fight to me. All right, because if he let's say if he beats Bivol, then he's undisputed in one weight class. Not only is he undisputed in one weight class, he just won a belt in the next weight division, waiting to fight the next two guys. If he does that shit, man, anybody talking shit about Canelo Alvarez is a fucking hater. All right. If he is able to go up at light heavyweight, beat Bivol, Bertabiev, and Joe Smith Jr. and become undisputed at that weight class, along with 168, motherfucker, he's in the top 50 all time. Easily, man. And put whatever Mayweather is, put his ass away, drop him down and put I'm just saying because guys are sitting up here not understanding what Canelo Alvarez is trying to do, man. Talking about all-time great shit.
Yeah, for sure.
He's fighting for legacy. And I was talking to someone the other day, like Canelo doesn't have to really, like, the amount of money he's making, he doesn't have to fight no more. He's 32 years old. He does not have to fight no more, man. But he's still, so what else is he fighting for? Like old dude told Mayweather a long time ago, not to bring him up, but your bills are paid already, so fight the best. Well, guess what? That's what this man's doing, and I have to give him the praise for that. And I have to give him respect for that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going for legacy. And you have to respect that, man. If you're a real...
Would you say Bivol is the best at 175? You said is Better Beef. You got Better Beef that's the best.
I think Better Beef is the better fight, is the best at 175, but Bivol is not too far off from that, because if Bivol can box...
Hell yeah, he's a slick boxer. He can box
really
his
good.
ass off. He's one of the best, like, pure boxers in the game.
Yeah,
He got some of the best footwork. He mastered the sweet science. He's a master boxer. Better than Caleb Plant. Bigger, stronger than Caleb.
Way better than Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant, see, he's a guy, and that's why I compare it like someone like a Bivol, because they'll be like, oh, well, Caleb Plant, he's a really good pure boxer. Well, listen, they both are similar in come from that style of being a pure boxer. But here's the thing, though. One relies more on technique and precision, while the other one relies more off of his quickness and athleticism. All right, his speed. And I would rather, right, whatever athletic ability I have, power, strength, reflexes, speed, and whatnot, being fleet of foot, I would rather rely on the technique and the skill that's going to last a whole lot longer than over relying on your natural ability. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think Caleb Plant, once Caleb Plant's legs are gone, like, let's say if something happens to him or whatever, he's going to have a tough time. Bivol, let's say his legs go, he's still going to be around because of his technical boxing acumen. All right. And like I said, he presents a much, much harder task for Canelo Alvarez. If Canelo Alvarez goes up and competes with this guy and he beats him, God damn it, you better give that man his credit.
Well, yeah, he's a fucking champion. Like, this motherfucker's an undefeated champion who can fucking box. But the only thing is, a lot of people don't know who the fuck Bivol is. And a lot of people know Charlo. And that's why, if you ask a casual fan, do you know who Bivol is? Yeah. Who the fuck is that? But if you ask him if you know who Charlo is, yeah, I know Charlo, the twin brothers. Oh, I know them, and that's the difference in the fight. That's what I think. Yeah. Charlo is way more popular than Bivol, but Bivol can box his ass off. Now, let me ask y'all this. What if Canelo does a catch weight in this one? Would y'all still give him the credit like that? If he fights him at like 170 instead of 175, the light heavyweight limit? Because Bivol said he can make 168. He can fight Canelo at 170. He's the one that put it out there. Now, Canelo can use that against him. Oh, you said catch weight? Oh, okay. Now I'm about to join you.
Now here's what I'll say about that, right? Now, Andre Ward was my favorite fighter of the 2010s, right? He was my favorite fighter of the 2010s, and he fought
Yeah. Chad Dawson.
Chad Dawson, and Chad Dawson said he would come down with
Yeah.
168, right? You know what? That's on Chad Dawson, because obviously it did affect him because he did get fucking rocked and knocked out. And we know that Ward is not knocking people out unless he's beating them up.
He got some good. Well, Ward is not the biggest puncher. He's not a knockout artist or anything, but Ward he could pop. And Chad Dawson, his chin wasn't. Chad Dawson's chin was kind of shaky, and I heard Chad Dawson before that fight with Andre Ward, he was knocked out in sparring by Edison Miranda, knocked his ass out cold.
Oh, really?
Yep. Andre Ward told the story.
Yep. I remember that dude was one of the most reckless fighters I ever seen.
But remember, Andre Ward stopped Kovalev too with a hard right hand upstairs, hurt him, and then he stopped him with body shots.
Yeah,
so
no,
Ward
he did.
Was tough. He was
you
tough.
know what's cool? Now, H, I remember I predicted that was what was going to happen in that fight. He was going to go right. He was going to bully his ass because that's if you're going to stop. If someone like Ward, if he's going to stop somebody, that's what he's going to do. He's going to use bully tactics. He's going to use dirty boxing, like the type
inside fighting.
Yeah, you know,
maul them, man. Now, I love Andre Ward.
Now, here's what I'll say. With Canelo. If Bivol does do that, then that's on Bivol. All right, but I would say for Canelo, it would be more impressive if he move up to 175 and take that belt from Bivol. If he does that, then motherfucker, you can't say shit. I mean, I'm just saying, if he's really fighting for true legacy, what you would do is you cut off any loose ties for anybody to criticize it, because otherwise you're gonna look like a fool. If he goes out and he beats Bivol at 175 and take that, I don't know which belts, all these alphabet belts, I can't remember who has what. All right, but if he goes and takes that belt from old dude, then there ain't shit nobody can say. And then my thing is, if he, and of course, you know, I'm not the man, I'm not managing the motherfucker's career, but if I'm just saying, for me as a boxing fan, as a boxing purist, as a boxing historian, right? If the motherfucker goes up and beats Bivol at 175, takes his belt, then goes on to beat Joe Smith Jr., which I think is the easiest of the three for Canelo Alvarez, right? And somehow he somehow beats Bertabiev, all right, and becomes undisputed, then motherfucker, man, I'm gonna have to be a fan of Canelo again, bro. Hell, I might be a fan of him if he beats Bivol at 175, because ain't nobody fighting for legacy. Ain't nobody even touching that shit right now. Nobody's really touching Canelo Alvarez right now. If he does that shit,
can I say this, BA?
Yeah.
All these people's favorite fighters, you know, the Canelos, the business, you know, all these guys, right? If it was easy to do what Alvarez is doing, then why ain't you done it? Shit, you ain't fighting nobody in your own division. The fuck else you got to do? You just sitting around waiting on one fucking guy.
Yeah,
that's what kills me. Marvin Hagler fought anybody and everybody who was out there. Hearns fought anybody and everybody who was out there. So did Duran. So did James Toney. So did Mike McCallum. The list goes on. This guy don't want to fight. Fuck him. The next guy. And the next, I'm a guy until you have to fight me. But they don't think like that. They one guy bad, and that's why I don't respect them.
And look, Sean, right? Now I agree wholeheartedly. You gotta think, when I look at guys like Charles Burley, who was ducked by everybody, right? For 20 years, did not get a title shot. When I look at Georgie Benton, the motherfucker went damn near his whole career without getting a title shot because people didn't want to fuck with him. Archie Moore went 120 something fights without a damn title shot. Marvin Hagler had to fight how many fights? 50, 60 fights before he got a title shot. Right? The motherfuckers had to move to fucking South America to fucking get fights, man, to stay busy. And you got guys in today's time, right? You have guys in today's time, right, who are waiting on a guy to fight, to basically cash out on, right? And don't get it twisted. I mean, you know, this prize fighting guys want to fight for the biggest dollar, for no questions, obviously. But when it comes to guys waiting and shit, man, like Charlo hasn't fought almost a damn year, man. You fought one time. You telling me you can't fight 1 or 2 tune-ups, somebody outside of the top 20 in your weight class, maybe 2 or 3 times a year before you can get to that Canelo payday? Why wait on a guy? That's why you got to keep fighting. That's the whole point of fighting, man. It may not be the biggest paycheck, but shit, at least you're staying busy. And that to me, that's what is kind of like I don't understand, because it's like you can go to any local place that you might be at or whatever city and whatnot, maybe not make the biggest payday, but you can make a good enough payday while you stay busy. You understand? That's why, man, like the second guy in this generation, not even nowhere close to Canelo Alvarez of what he's accomplishing and what he's doing. Not the second guy's not even remotely close.
That's what keeps your tools sharp. You got to keep using them. The tools ain't gonna be sharp if you just let them sit there and get rusty in the garage. You feel me?
Yeah.
You gotta fucking fight. You gotta fight. You're not gonna beat this guy sitting on your couch. I don't care how good you think you are or how good your fans tell you are. If you're not active, and he's gonna fuck you up, like he did Plant, like he did Callum Smith, like he did all those guys. He's gonna fuck you up.
I mean, and
For sure.
You got guys like Andrade, man. Like, dude, who the hell you fought in the last 12 years? You know what I'm saying? And you're talking about Canelo ducking you, man. Like, look, you ain't did shit for anybody to fucking duck you on. But it's whatever.
Moving up to 168, saying he wants to fight Canelo and shit. Bro, he's about to fight Zach Parker. Canelo's not gonna even fight this guy. He's about to fight a guy named Zach Parker from the UK.
That's how it works. You got to move up and take a eliminator fight. He's the champion, so he gets.
Canelo ain't gonna fight that dude no matter what.
Eliminator fight first. Way it works. Now he's gonna get his shot because he's a WBO champion, unless the sanctioning bodies don't mean shit anymore. He's
Canelo's not gonna fight that dude. So he already said he'll never fight him.
So
he already said he's never gonna fight him.
Oh yeah, so he'll probably drop the belt because he don't need it anyway. Canelo don't need the belt.
He already got it. Like, he's undisputed already. Yeah, he probably would drop it. So that means Andrade moves up and try to fight for a vacant belt. I mean, is he really going to, get the Canelo fight, or what is he trying to do? You know, shit. I heard him and Benavidez talking about fighting. Benavidez said he will fight him. You know what I mean? So
I'm just trying to be a 3-division world champion if I'm him, because I'm done chasing this dude. You know, I kind of like with the Spence Crawford thing. Fuck this dude. I ain't worried about him. Fuck him. If I fight him, I fight him. If I don't care. I don't care because I'm tired of chasing him. That's how.
Why can't they make their own legacy without chasing Canelo? Shit, Canelo is the legacy fight, though. Canelo is really the legacy fight. Canelo's the number 1 pound for pound.
Well, look at your boy. David Morrell. Ain't motherfucker. He make way.
Yeah.
He ain't chasing that, making his own way.
Mm-hmm. But of course he would love to. Of course he would love that fight, but he's willing to, make his own legacy. Yeah, like Punch said, because he's willing to fight Benavidez, or he's willing to fight the other guys, Caleb Plant, to make his own legacy. But Canelo is still that top guy. Canelo is the number 1 pound for pound. Canelo is the the biggest fish. Canelo is the biggest fight possible.
But let me ask you this: if Benavidez, Andrade, Charlo, and Plant all have fought each other, right? They have sorted it out between themselves. What choice would Canelo have? You take his choices away, then.
Shit, go up to 175. Go up to 175. Fight Triple G, old ass. Like, shit, he got a lot of options.
Yeah, he can go to 175. He can go to 175 and do something there. As you see, the zone is pushing that Triple G fight on him.
Exactly.
They want that bad because they gave Triple G all that money and they want a return on their investment. That's why they gave Triple G $100 million.
He robbed the. No, you talking about robbing the bank? He did. He robbed the bank.
You know what I'm saying? The thing is, if you take his options away, Now you can say shit like, shit off the pot. You got to fight me because there's nobody left. I'm the guy at 168. Either you fight me or you vacate them fucking belts. But you can't say that when there's other motherfuckers around there who got a claim to that shit. You see what I'm saying? You can't say that. You just got to wait in line like the rest of these bitches. Hopefully this motherfucker will pass you a piece of bread or something. You hoping and praying that you get one fight. If you don't get them, you just sit on the couch. Come on, man. That's not boxing. That's some sucker.
For sure. For sure. Shout out to Shelton Moore. Shout out to the Boxing Historian, man. Everybody go follow the Boxing Historian on YouTube. Subscribe to his channel. I think he's only 18 away from 1,000 subs, so he could get his channel monetized. So, everybody subscribe to him. Let's go. Spread the word. Let's get this brother to 1,000.
Yes, I got you, bro.
For sure, man. I appreciate you, brothers, man. I just wanted to break the news real quick on the Shakur Stevenson Oscar Valdez fight. The contracts have officially been signed, and it's time to make it happen in April. So, yep, I'm excited, bro. Much love to everybody in the comment section. Shout out to Shelton Moore and Boxing Historian, man. It's official. They signed the contract, man. So, man, everybody gonna be talking about this shit later. So, I'm gonna see y'all tonight, man.
Yep, see you, man.
Oh, super chat, Kid Stacy with a super chat right before I ended the live. Shout out to my brother Kid Stacy from the UK. He says, salute H Money. Bivol is a tougher fight than Charlo. Plus, he got a belt. Not a Canelo fanboy, but becoming 2-division undisputed is special stuff. And that's what Historian was just talking about.
Facts.
Yeah.
Shout out to you tonight, bro.
Yep, see you, man.
For sure, man. Okay, Sheldon, I'll talk to you later, big brother. Thank you, Sheldon.
All right, bro.
All right, appreciate it.
You take it easy, H.
Yep.
Take it easy.
For sure. For sure. Shout out to everybody, man. Much love. Shout out to Kid Stacy with the super chat, man. Kid Stacy. So you said it's special stuff trying to be a 2-division world champion. But you see, they said it's a 2-fight deal, Kid Stacy, that Canelo fights Bivol, and then Canelo fights Triple G. And I think that Triple G fight will be at 168. So it's like one fight at 175. Then he goes back to 168 to fight Triple G. Maybe he goes back up to 175 after he fights Triple G, go back to 175, and he's still in position to fight for the undisputed because Joe Smith Jr., he's about to fight Arthur Betterbeef. Joe Smith Jr., Arthur Betterbeef, they're fighting 3-belt unification. So if Canelo fights the winner and Canelo beats the winner of that fight, that will make Canelo a 2-division undisputed champion. And he might surpass Floyd Mayweather if he does it. But, those guys are so big at 175, man. Canelo, he started off at 147. Those are some big guys over there, man. But Canelo's a great fighter. And, of course, skills wins fights. Even though these guys are much bigger than Canelo is more skilled, but it got to be a limit, man, going up and down in weight classes, fighting, guys much bigger is not easy. It's not easy, bro. Canelo, he's really not that big. He's only 5'8", but he's stocky, he's wide, he's strong, but that's not his real weight class. So you got to respect Canelo moving up, fighting champions. Bivol, undefeated champion, great boxer, great jab. He has great footwork. It's a tough fight. It's not an easy fight, man. So shout out to Canelo chasing greatness. Shout out to my boy JC. But yeah, if he beats Dimitri Bivol, Canelo will be a champion at 175 again. That will make him a 2-time champion at 175 because Canelo, he was a champion at 175 already when he knocked out Sergey Kovalev. So now he goes back to 175 to become a 2-time champion at light heavyweight. So if he beats Bivol, that means Canelo has the last piece of the puzzle. So maybe Canelo, after this fight with Bivol, he fights Triple G. Then he goes and fights the winner of Joe Smith Jr. and Arthur Beterbiev. That's going to be a big fight. Imagine that. Like you said, Canelo becomes a 2-division undisputed champion. I mean, Evander Holyfield did that. Now you put yourself amongst some of the greatest. Evander Holyfield, undisputed cruiserweight champion. Then he moved up to heavyweight and became the undisputed heavyweight champion when Evander Holyfield knocked out Buster Douglas. So yeah, he puts himself in elite company, you know. Hell yeah, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to JC. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Yo, Kid Stacy, make sure you subscribe to my second channel. It's called H Money. H Money, man. Just subscribe to that one. We go live on that channel every day, brother. And it's good to see you, man. It's been a while. So I want to see you on the other channel as well, because we go live every day on that one. So I want to get you on the panel, like how we always do it. Shout out to Kid Stacy, my brother. Thank you. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate you, man. Everybody hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez. The fight is official. Both fighters signed the contract, bro. So I'm excited. I'm going to wrap this one up. I'm going to see y'all tonight, man. Peace out, my brothers.